Look at that. Are we live? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Shad, we know better than that. I seen your comment while we was in the backstage portion of it. Uh, I'd be willing to doubt you ain't doing a whole lot right now at
I
work.
could put a poll up right now. Who actually thinks that Alex is actually working or not?
Right. Maybe at work, but physically working. I don't know. And what's up, everybody? Got Tommy, Steve, Moose Knuckle, Gotten Rotten, E's and B's, Gabe, Patrick, Chris. Big Pac Man when you're talking to me. That's right. That's right. Had to represent my boy tonight.
You like my
Super,
poll?
super proud.
You like my poll?
Who thinks Alex is actually working tonight? That's funny. Oh, shit. Dirty Dave.
Oh, what's happening there, buddy? Happy Tuesday.
The whole gang's in here. What's up, James Bell? South Central Flag.
Mr. Dan.
Mark. Oh, we got a tie. We got a race going on.
There ain't no way.
Oh, yes. People's just now starting to vote, actually. What's up, Tiny?
Oh. Looks like you guys had a pretty good event this weekend with Ryan.
Yeah. Yep. It looked real good. It's awesome. Glad to see it.
Yep.
Congrats, Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably start with that. I can find Chad's pictures here and
yeah,
talk about that.
See, Shad, they know if you got time to actually come on here and comment, they know you ain't doing a whole lot. So the polls definitely, I mean, speaking facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of my dude. So I'm sure just about everybody that watches, and hangs out with us knows Pac-Man. That's my main dude. He's 10. We got him into kart racing last year, and he actually he joined in late in the season, so he only had like half a season. Now, his stepdad races figure eight, so obviously on the weekends we have split custody, which is awesome. The weekends he's normally with me. We're drag racing. The weekends he's with him. He's going to the oval track, and he figure eight races. And the more Paxton was over there, the more he was like, I kind of like to do this. I kind of like to get into this type of racing. So we all got together, got him a cart. He done really well to never have any driving experience, like none. The dude had really never even drove my golf cart around the pits, like my riding lawnmower, nothing. I mean, that dude really hadn't done anything. So he raced a half a season last year. This winter, my ex and his stepdad got him a simulator. I bought him a simulator for here at my house, and a lot of people would probably walk by his room and be like, man, that kid's doing nothing but playing video games. But honestly, like, all he does is race on that game. He is literally making laps, learning out what lines are faster. And it's a video game. So this was very first race of the season. We pulled his cart apart during the off season. I had everything powder coated candy blue. He got a new white body. He picked up a huge sponsor with Hooters, which is awesome. I think for Hooters to come on board and sponsor a 10-year-old in kart racing, like, that's huge. The MJR right there is Marshall Jaggers Racing. That's kind of the people that sets his chassis up, built his engine. do everything while we're at the track. They're hands on. They travel. So opening race this year, we come in. We got shirts made during the off season. We had a ton of support. There was probably 30, 40 people there pulling for Paxton. And season opener, he starts in fifth, gets to the lead, and once that dude gets in the lead, there ain't no passing him. He can run a really, really clean race when he's in clean air and nobody in front of him. He struggled for a minute once he got around him. And dude, I'm so freaking proud. Like, there was a ton of us, man. He got his outfit during the off season. You know, we figured we put him in a car half a season, and if he liked it, then we'll go ahead and get a little deeper. And next year, I'm sure we'll get a little deeper. But he's got him a pretty serious rig, a very competitive kart, and we're definitely going to be going for a points championship this year. So I couldn't be more proud.
That's awesome.
Now, this is, while we're flipping through the pictures, this little guy here is 7-year-old and has been racing karts, I think, since he was 3, I want to say 3 or 4. Like, they got him in a kart. He won his age division last year, championship, so they moved him up this year. Dude's 7 years old, and he's racing against 15-year-olds.
That's insane.
So that's his mother and grandfather is who work on our kart for us. So, you know, we pit next to each other. Super, super great team. Hold on, I got to turn this AC unit off. But that's their little dude there. Yeah, Paxton, actually his class, it's called Champ 1, I believe. His class had the biggest field. They had 10 karts in his class. He had to qualify, had to do a heat race and everything. This is when he was battling for first. He's in second right now, and the number 30 car is in first. And it took him a few laps, but you see how tight Paxton's right up on him. And then he finally made a move to the inside. And finally got around him. Man, that shot right there that Alex took.
That's killer.
That is sick. That's a poster. Like, obviously we're gonna have some posters made and hung up here in the house. But yeah, look, dude, that is sick. So thankful that this race actually happened on a Sunday and Alex was able to come down. You know, most of his races are on Friday nights. The whole rest of the season's Friday nights. So he had a gang of people with us. Like, I mean, he had a lot of support, man, a bunch.
That's awesome.
A lot of time's been put in. John's put a ton of time in it. Marshall's put a bunch of time in it. I didn't really knew what all went in the kart racing, but it's a lot. It's no different than big cars, really. The money's a little different, you know. I hear you, Massey Ferguson. That's our hope, man. Like, honestly, that boy is really talented. He can drive. Like, so we're hoping we'll do whatever it takes to keep him in a seat of something. Obviously, his dream is to drive like a late model. That's all he talks about is dirt racing. And I think even this winter he wants to do some dirt racing, may even move him into a dirt kart. But I want to see him win a championship. That's where he'll get recognition. You know, when he's a points champion a couple times, then other people look in. Yeah, there's John and Melanie. So proud of him, man. Some awesome pictures. Alex did great. That's my mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my mom. She's normally watching this. She always gets me for my mouth. I gotta quit watching when you start cussing. Trying to do better. And then that's his other grandmother. And that's Paxton's mother there, Melanie. But Awesome, man.
That's
So
awesome.
proud of him. This is super cool. Like, we had high expectations, but you always do. You know what I mean? You always like, oh, my dude's going to go out there and kill it. But he really did. Like, it was sick, man. I mean, he really done it. Said, hopefully you and John will get in something at Sportsdrome or Speeddrome. Well, he won there at Sportsdrome. And then John races, you know, at Sportsdrome every week. And I think he's been up to Speeddrome. And obviously I bought this Crown Vic to try and turn left also. I don't know if I can do it, but my plan is to work on that car this year and maybe practice a couple of times and then come out, you know, next year and actually race. Or I may even put Paxton in it. Next year he can drive a big car at 12. He can drive a full-size car. But I just want to see him win a championship first. That's our goal. You know, it's no different than the racing that we do. Like, Ryan Mitchell does really good, wins a bunch of races. People jump on board with him. You got Charlie Brown, you know, Billy. When guys do well and you get outside vendors looking at you, they jump on board. No different in that racing. So he wins a championship or two, there'll be some eyes on him. And where you can go turning left in racing is way bigger than I feel like what you can go straight line racing.
Oh,
You know,
that's so huge. That's so huge.
It's huge. I mean, it's so many different forms of racing turning left.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see where it goes. Super proud of him. He's a better racer than Chris Lane. That's facts.
I'll stick to the sidelines. I ain't got nothing. I got nothing on him.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh man.
So I was watching the video earlier on YouTube, and I hear it's a friend of mine's channel and was watching it. He was saying something about doing maybe a craft show at a big arena. Is this something you may get involved in?
Well, I mean,
when you said that, you're cruising down the road like I'm freaking dying.
I was just giving a good explanation of
sure,
you know, of when to, you know how people sing and you're like, you should probably not quit your daytime job and, you know,
absolutely
take a singing career. Well, that's kind of what I was kind of hinting at.
Yeah,
to a certain person or individuals or whatever, you know. That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, if there's something that I wouldn't know, that I don't know fucking nothing about, is that.
Yeah. So. No, I get it. So it looked like, obviously the only person that I knew that was down there that I've spoke to is you. And we're referring to Nashville this weekend. It was the Kane Brown concert, but then there wasn't a concert. Like, did he sing, or was he just kind of promoting this deal, or what we got going on?
I don't even know. I thought that this was a concert. I expected that this was a concert. Like, this was a stop on his tour. Like, they had a stage. I was like, this is where he's going to perform, but there was nothing on the stage. So I was like really confused. And it was a weird experience. I don't know.
So obviously us promoting drag racing events and then me looking at pictures, and I've watched a couple of videos that's come out. It didn't look like Minnie was there. It didn't look like there was many people at all. Like, I seen that there was a car show, and I know that drew everybody that obviously drove a car in there had to be there. But as far as like spectators maybe coming to watch the 16 car shootout, and it didn't look like many. Even looking down, like it looked pretty. My dogs are going crazy because Kenzie just walked in. Mama's home. But it looked, I mean, I guess it looked pretty sad as of it.
Yeah, it was very weird. The one thing that I did find out was interesting was that, that was a 2-day deal. So they had roll racing on Friday.
On
the pit road. So
on the pit road.
On the same surface we were racing on, they had roll racing on Friday. And
Yeah.
then the drag racing was on Saturday, and they did some expedition races in between rounds on Saturday. They made people pay for a 2-day pass, even though if you're going for 1 day.
So if you just showed up for Saturday,
you still had to pay the 2-day price.
And if you were only going on Friday,
still had to pay the 2-day pass.
And they wouldn't cut your band off when you left and reimburse you the price of the second day.
Correct.
Now, see, we have pondered doing that at maybe like Katie. If you do come in on Thursday or Friday, you buy a weekend pass. But then if you leave, your band would actually get cut and you get reimbursed your second day.
Gotcha. Me
and Kenzie have discussed that. Everybody comes in on Friday, Thursday or Friday leading up to it, you pay one price for a weekend band. But then if you decide to leave, now if you're coming back, whatever. But if you pull up to the gate and it's like, hey, I can't be here tomorrow, well, then your band gets removed and you get that money back for the second day. And then if you just show up on Saturday, obviously you're just paying for 1 day. But I don't see. Damn. I don't. If I ever showed up to go somewhere, okay, it's real easy. If I go to a 2-day concert and I only show up on Saturday, I'm only paying for 1 day. I didn't see nobody on Friday.
Right.
Like, I mean, I don't know. James is, but we had to pay for 2 days coming in Saturday. Wow. See, that ain't, I hate to say it, but that ain't right. Like, that, I know that people, and I'm sure the Streetcar Takeover guys ran an excellent event as far as event being ran, like getting people up there, racing on time, trophies, payout, like all that was great. It was $100 buy-in for $15,000 and only 16 cars. So like, that's awesome. Hats off to them for that. But what's really got me bummed and stumped is you also have got Kane Brown, which is a big name singer, and nobody showed up. Like nobody. That's a good question, Wesley. James would answer that. How much was the 2-day pass?
That's what I'm looking at right now because I actually do not know. I'm trying to find. Yes, so they only had it. So somebody had asked a question on there. It said, can you buy general admission tickets for Saturday only, or do you have to purchase Friday and Saturday together? And their response was, there's only Friday or weekend passes.
You trying to get in the shot?
I was listening.
Oh, what we're actually discussing is the Kane Brown Streetcar Takeover thing this weekend. If you come in on Saturday, you had to pay for a weekend pass.
And I think that should be every race.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, you come never.
If you come in on Saturday, they had roll racing on Friday.
But on Saturday, you had to buy a weekend pass.
But if you just showed up for Saturday, you had to buy a weekend.
I agree with that. But I think on Friday.
I just discussed that. If you come in on Thursday or Friday,
You
you
have to
just
go
buy a
that
weekend
weekend.
pass, and if you decide to leave, you can get reimbursed. Your band gets cut off.
Yep.
Yeah, we've
But
discussed that before, which
That's
makes
pretty
sense.
messed up.
What's that say? Let me ask my son. He paid for 6 people. Didn't Kane Brown have to call search and rescue on himself when he got lost on his own property in
So
Tennessee?
it wasn't a concert?
They said he never sung.
Well,
There
maybe
was a
there's-
stage, but there was no equipment. He was just kind of like helping put it on. It was the Kane Brown Auto Experience.
Yes.
That's odd because
And-
like there's all kinds of people like gathered around the stage and he's on it.
Well, he was on the stage, like handing out the trophies
No,
with
like
the streetcar
this was, like,
takeover
at
guy
night.
at night. Send me them pictures. We need to investigate this, babe.
Okay. I need you to focus real quick.
Yep.
Are you going or are you staying home?
No, there's no way I can go. I'm in bad shape.
100%.
100%. Me and Chris discussed it for the show. I'm actually, so if people, you all that don't know is watching, I'm way down in my back. I've had an epidural 4 days ago. I had Kinsey come home with a steroid shot. What was it?
Can we not, please?
Well, I've got shots. I'm taking medicine. And I'm supposed to be leaving at 7 a.m. to go to streetcar bragging rights with Jason and Brad from Tin Soldier. And I need a few days to let this heal up. There's plenty of racing, but I've actually, people that don't know, I've got 2 vertebrae in my back that's broke, and I've lived with it. I used to race motocross, and I broke my back at a young age, so I've dealt with it my entire life. Well, they want to cut me from my Johnny to my throat and take everything out and repair my back from the front side. Well, if you haven't ever paid no attention, I'm pretty thick front to back. And there's a lot of stuff in there. Well, I don't want somebody just rumbling around in my guts and pulling everything out and reorganizing it and putting it back in. So even my surgeon said, if epidurals work and keep you pain free, then that's the route I would go. Well, it's been about a year and a half that I've had an epidural, and I've just kind of been dealing with it, but it's got worse and worse and worse the past few weeks. I'm more $80 a person. Just been more active, getting out. I'm working a lot. I'm finishing up a lot of projects. So I've just really torn my back up, and that's why I'm just taking a few. This may even be a shorter show tonight because even sitting in this chair is kind of bothering me. Me and Chris had talked about it. We'd come on for an hour and a half or so, hang out, BS around.
But I come
Okay.
home first because
I just took a
work,
couple of these a
to
little
go.
bit ago.
then I needed to do laundry.
No, I'm good.
You're not gonna wake me up at 4 a.m. and say you're leaving.
Oh, I'm definitely not waking up at 4 a.m. saying I'm leaving. So, no, no. Yeah, I was supposed to be at the shop at 7 a.m., but
Does
it's
Jason
just,
know?
he doesn't know for sure. I told him I'd message him. So I told him earlier that if I had
Oh, boy.
an amazing day, but I haven't had an amazing day. So took about all I had to get outside and let the dogs out. I sit out there in a chair for a little bit. So yeah, enough on my back. You need a butt cushion. I had neck surgery about 4 months ago. They did the same thing, cut me straight up my neck and went through the front and repaired. Yeah. Man, hopefully you're doing well, man. What James said. So it's $79 a person plus $100 for priority parking for his wife to park with us since they have a newborn. Wow, man.
I didn't know about any of that, so that 100% makes sense why there was nobody there.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
I felt bad, like, and even like, and then I found out that if they did call it a concert, that they have to pay their staff. Somebody told me that they have to pay their staff $1.8 million
No.
if it's called a concert.
Maybe
All right.
because their job description changes from a race to like security or something, maybe, or
Or that, or
bring
that's
in
their,
more staff.
or that's their like in their contracts of like publicist and stuff.
Wow. Same on the parking for us, but I still had a good time. It was cool to check out stuff on Friday. Oh, I'm sure. And that's what I was like. I'm sure it was awesome. And I know it's well ran. I know those guys. And like my thing was nobody was there, like spectator wise. And obviously that's what pays the bills. Whenever guys put up 15,000 and you're paying 100 and there's 16 cars, it's only $1,600 coming in the gate to actually go towards the pot. They bank on spectators coming in to fulfill the rest, and I can only imagine what it costs to rent that place to do a race there, to race on pit road. Could you imagine renting a NASCAR track?
Yeah, I could probably find that out and find out what it is exactly, because I'm actually kind of curious too.
It's insane.
Now, I will say that obviously with all this other stuff going on, when we were there in October, the layout was a way better than it was this time. So like the way you seen it, Robbie, this time was actually kind of a clusterfuck. The way they had it the last time, it was super smooth to get onto the track and to get off the track. We all weren't going in the same direction, in or out, back on, because there was. So basically, what they did in October is you could run so they have like, it's like a pit road, or the pit road goes damn near all the way around the track.
Yeah.
So you have the side road and then you have the actual track itself. So, so they had us on that road, and then we went up and went through where they had the drifting at. So they had drifting going on at the same time too.
Yep.
So we took the drifting track down and back up around, but we actually were parked down where the burnout pit stuff was the last time.
Gotcha.
And this time we were like thrown the guys were thrown up against where like the pit boxes would be, like where there's like a fence line, the pit boxes, then the actual pits itself. So
gotcha.
There was guys kind of thrown into there, and then there was vendors on that same row, and then you had car show people going in that same row. And we actually got thrown. We were on the other side. We were on like the side where they were slowing down, like way past the finish line is where they put us.
Right.
So
way away from the starting line.
Yeah. So like me, it was us, Todd Spears and his groups. Luke Shivers was all over there.
Mm-hmm.
The hoodlum, I don't know who drives that car. I forget, but he was parked right beside us.
Oh, cool.
So we had a little bit of a hike to get over there and maneuver around and stuff like that in the other. And we actually almost missed our call for first round because we couldn't get up there because there was like cars coming in and going down that same road that we were going on to get onto the track. And we were like we were super rushed. I didn't even get to even film his first round pass. That's how bad it was.
Right. So is there spectators allowed to park inside the facility? I guess that's what like the VIP parking's for. You can pull in priority parking.
So they were parking them. So you have the road that goes around the speedway, like a 4 or 5. You know how the Louisville Convention Center is. You know, you have that road that goes around.
The big loop.
Yeah. So the same way is just like there at Nashville. Now there's parking in the grass off to the side, and then you walk under the tunnel and go inside the track, and that's where they were parking everybody.
I got you. But then to pull in, if you did want to pull in, it was like $100 to park inside. Yeah. So there was like spectator cars in there to kind of deal with also.
No, actually, no. It was all
not too bad.
It was all car. That was all car show. I don't think they allowed any spectator cars in there other than like mine, because like I didn't think they were actually gonna let me park in there.
Right. Sure.
And I was like, well, I'm with a racer. Like I'm you know, like, I don't know what you want me to do, but
call
am.
Chase.
Yeah, let's call Chase. So, and I know that there was an issue with the gate getting in and stuff. Some people had some issues. I did not, thankfully.
Well, good.
But they did a good job. You know, it sucks that's the way it was. I don't know. There was a lot. The crazy part was, dude, there was so many vendors there. Like Whataburger was there because they were a sponsor.
Wow.
Like you had all the major wheel companies there for all the big truck stuff.
Sure.
You know, and there was a lot of those trucks there. Like there was a ton of them trucks there. So like they came out, you know, as far as like that
the show trucks and stuff.
The show trucks and stuff like that, and all the, you know, they had the car show on the other side, and like all of that showed out. It's just I was just fathom blown away that like
the crowd was watching the drag racing.
And most of the crowd was all watching the burnouts.
Yeah.
That's really all they cared. It seemed like.
I see that. All right, homie. Hey, we're not going to have too late of a night, though, Jeff. I'm down in my back, so I'm going to try and get to the recliner as quick as I can here in a few. But the digital, yeah, that's something I personally haven't dealt with yet. Everywhere I've went that's had digital tickets, somebody else has already got the ticket for us. But was it one of the float deals, or could you pull up and pay?
No, it was all. It wasn't a float. It was. It's called Access.
Gotcha.
I've never had anything with it. The only reason I got it was because Billy had sent me a ticket already, and I just had to scan. And they had to scan it at the when I pulled in and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But
trying to keep summer in Australia for longer. Oh, so you all are about ready to go into the winter, aren't you, Jet? Can you guys discuss? Hold on. Can you guys discuss if it was a cross or not? Well, that's probably going to be the next topic. I was wanting Jeff to hop in here too, so he could actually hear everything that happened and get everybody's outlook, I guess, on it. But so I guess you can say what happened give everybody a rundown of what. So there was some street action.
Hi. I don't know if his stick was working or not. I was like, it's damn quiet.
Look at my dude.
Here, look at Cyrus.
That's Cy right there.
What are you doing, buddy?
Hey, I bet if somebody walked around that backyard right now.
Dude, he's the biggest pussy ever.
Oh, don't say that in front of him. He just heard you. You can't tell.
Dude, let me tell you something. He's gorgeous, right? But he may not be the smartest. Oh, look at him right there.
Beautiful, man. Look at him.
I'm down at the track mowing all day Saturday, right? So he's covered every inch of that track, dude. He'll run miles, right? Anyway, when I go over on the return road side and I'm mowing over there, he can't figure out that you got to go all the way up around the starting line because obviously he can't jump 5-foot chain link fences, right? So when I'm mowing, he just follows me down the fence line from the right side of the track. And if I stop and shut the mower off, he'll be sitting over there on the other side of the fence crying because he can't get to me.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it.
Oh, my God, damn. This is unbelievable.
Oh, he'll figure it out.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Damn, that's good. That thing is flying, man. Works well.
He was absolutely on one Saturday.
It looked like it never hiccuped.
No.
I mean, it looked smooth every single pass.
Yep. Yeah, he was on one, definitely. But that's some of like the burnout stuff that was happening.
Oh, was Lacey there?
I don't even know who that is.
Lacey Blair?
Yes, I did see that.
I was going to say, if you didn't see her, you was missing out.
Apparently I did.
just saying. You know, I would like to try. Like, I'd like to ride in a drift car when somebody was actually legitimately doing it. Was that Mike in the GTR?
Yes.
Cool.
He ended up first
Sound like
round.
he had some issues.
He broke. Yeah, he lost all power to the ECU and couldn't figure out and couldn't get it fixed in time for second round.
Damn. Somebody get her off here. I can't say nothing. I'm just saying, Kenzie, Lacey's got a really top-notch burnout truck. Really nice blower up top.
Up top.
My God.
He's got a really nice piece. There's Kane there. There's people there checking. So he never performed, though, or that you know of.
Not that I know of.
Wow.
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's a good picture. That thing's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan. Oh, damn, that was him driving that Lambo.
That's his, I think.
Really? I want to play Call of Duty with him.
Who is that dude?
Kane Brown.
The fuck's that?
Country music's, well, I don't even know.
You don't look like
I
no
would say-
country music singer.
Yeah,
I
I know about, yeah. He's a singer.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
Cyrus, shut up.
Done hurt his feelings. He's gonna go out there and show you he ain't no pussy. He's
Yeah.
gonna bargain something out.
Gonna fuck that squirrel up in a minute.
I thought that was cool that he came down.
Yeah.
You ever seen that from Edgewater?
Oh yeah. James is
All right,
truck
come
is
here.
awesome. He's in the comments now.
Yeah.
He's always in here chatting with us. That thing's sick.
Yeah.
And if you ain't ever had a chance to check it out, man, he travels and he races. He was at Warren Woods. He was at our first Edgewater race this year. He's there this weekend, and he drives that thing. Like, he puts thousands of miles on that truck. Twin turbo LS. Thing's sick.
Yeah.
5,000
Cyrus,
pounds.
stop.
Now, that's who beat Kenny Pyers in Daily Driver, wasn't it? That all-wheel
Yeah.
drive truck.
Yeah, Brent Timms. That's a good race.
That thing looked fast.
Yep.
And it looks like a real street truck. That thing was pretty impressive.
I thought you guys was fixing to talk about the cross at the street race.
Oh, we're going to. Then he got on some
I
pictures.
threw some pictures up, but
I think it starts before the
It's
cross.
just the cats, goofball.
all right. Let's talk about. All right,
Hey.
let's move on.
Stop it.
So there was a street race Saturday night, Central Ohio. Jeff Dutton, MIA,
What the hell?
was going to be bring Connor. I'm good with it.
He asked to be on. I don't know if he watches or if he's on here. If he wants to defend his will, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So there was a street race Saturday night. I was supposed to be there flagging. I did not get out of Nashville till it was like 4:30 because we had just finished the grudge race. Is he on here? No, he's not. Okay. We finished the grudge race with Ryan, and I jumped in the car and I was heading north.
Yep.
And I told him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be there like 12:30. That's as earliest as I'm gonna be. And he was like, well, I'm trying to start at like midnight. I said, okay. I was like, well, if you want to go ahead and run it, be my guest. You know, I won't fucking roll the fuck out trying to make it there. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm glad it didn't because like I ended up
You
I
just wore
crashed out. I crashed out like as soon as I got to Cincinnati for like
yeah, and you
2
should have
hours.
stopped at my house,
I know.
which I already knew you should have. But
Oh, I know.
good evening, Doug.
What's
Yeah,
up,
you
Doug?
should have.
So Anyway, so they had 12 cars. It was originally supposed to be a 16, and there had 3 drop out. The first thing,
Okay, so your math didn't add. That's the first question.
or it was 11
Ed.
cars. I'm sorry. Was it right?
All
Was
right.
that 11?
No, you said 12. And they're
Yes.
supposed to have been 16, but 3 dropped out.
Yes.
So if you take 16, you take 3 off. That's
So then
13.
13. Yeah, sorry.
Well, technically, but was there only 12 cars?
No.
How many cars was there?
So then there was only 11.
Okay. So Connor said give him 30 minutes. Dustin, we're going to be way past this in 30 minutes. My bag is on fire. All right. This is so I think we need to discuss the very first drama.
That's what I was leading up to. So obviously we had quite a few guys that were in it. Eric Mans, everybody knows who Eric Mans is. Obviously, he lives by me. I help him. You know, we've won a lot of shit. You know, whatever. I always help him whenever he needs help. He had bought another car from a local Ohio guy and was going to give it to Leland, his son, to drive. It's a Shrew Street car that runs in small tire as well too. So he had already paid for 2 spots. He sold the car the week of this race. It actually now it's in the Lions camp now down in Kentucky.
Joe Smiley's old car.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
So he had paid for 2 spots, evidently.
Yep.
And you know, the rule of thumb is, you know, if you drop or you lose, you know, if you drop out of a race, you got to find somebody to fill that spot.
Yep.
Or your money stays in the pot.
Or your money stays in the pot, and it is what it is.
And it is what it is, and you guys run with what cars you have. Well, obviously, he didn't find a spot for that. So, from what I understand, is that he called himself out first round.
Called his second spot out first round to get a bye to the second round.
That's what I understand.
If that is really how it went, which if somebody wants to come on and say how it went or what it was, there is no way that flies in the drag racing world.
No, I agree.
And
I like
I
Eric.
don't
I ain't
care.
talking shit.
I do too. Well, and I like everybody that was even there involved. But as far as putting it together and organizing it, one, you got to stand on business. You can't let that happen. That ain't going to happen. But 2, if I was another racer there, it wouldn't have happened. I would have never been okay with somebody calling out an empty spot to move on to the second round.
Hey, you can't do that.
Is that Mike?
It's just his voice.
Yeah,
Mike, put on some clothes or something, homie.
I'm in bed already, you fuckers.
Oh, I know. So, hold on. Dave said, look at that message. Let me see, man. I didn't get one.
Yeah, how do you call out your own self? That's not even a thing.
I mean, I think it's funny.
I think it's funny too, because I'm going to do that next race. I'm just going to buy two.
I mean, every race I've ever been into, and I've been to quite a few street races, if somebody did that, everybody would just start laughing at them.
That was my thing. Like, I almost took it as a joke because I thought it was kind of comical to me. That just doesn't fly.
Hey, old Eric, he's a hustler, boy.
I mean, he
Got
is.
them,
Like,
boys.
you can't knock him. And I mean, and they just went ahead and went along with it, but you can't. That don't work. I don't know what else to say. Like,
Yeah, Maxwell and I are going to buy 2 spots next time in True Street, and I'm going to
one for you and one for Maxwell.
Yeah, I'm going to call Maxwell out. Fuck it.
I mean, like
I'm sure you can get away with that at War in the Woods, no problem.
Oh yeah, that's where I was going to try it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially if you're talking to Kenzie.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
she'll love that one.
Will Colin say I'm paying the buy-in and calling Jimmy out every single race? My wheelchair, this guy. But I mean, I know Larry's probably on here too. I know a few guys that are probably on here watching that was raced there. I don't see how everybody that was racing was even okay with that though. Like, definitely can't knock the hustle. Yeah, you're right, Kenzie. But that just don't fly. Now, if he would have even made a pass next to something else, a freaking Escort or a Suburban, which I still don't think's okay.
Oh, even that's bullshit.
But he would have technically had to draw it. Like, you can't call out somebody and just get a give me. You know, I mean, that's like calling out somebody their car's broke. I guess if you're teammates, that may fly at a bigger event, but that still ain't cool.
Oh, I don't think it should fly. I think it's outright.
It don't. It is. Like, I mean, it is.
When you enter another car and then call them out when they're obviously
they're broke.
Well, they're not broke. They never even intended on making it to the starting line.
Right.
That is buying a bypass.
Yeah, you bought a first round buy. That's all it is.
Yeah, but I mean that's at some places that's an unbelievable huge advantage.
Oh, especially on the street.
Yeah, exactly, on a bare road.
Like Larry Houck, I tried calling out someone that backed out, but it didn't work. Well, that's kind of the same thing.
That did it. I'm filing a protest on Larry.
Yeah, me too.
I've about had it with his shit. Somebody needs to get that guy in check.
I mean, that there.
I just want to know if they asked, like, I know Connor's message to be say beer in 30 minutes. Like, we're going to be past that. Yeah, I just want to know, like, did they ask? Is that okay? Did they just do it? Like,
I don't even think you do ask.
You shouldn't have to.
You don't. Something like that. You just like, nah, bro. We're putting these chips in the bag. We're drawing them out. Who you get. Yeah. I'm sorry you sold the other car. Sorry I'm sorry all these guys. The 3 or 4 guys, however many backed out. That money stays in the pot. You ain't getting. No, they just went with it.
And that's what I told Connor the next day, because he called me.
That ain't right.
And we were talking about the whole situation that happened and stuff. And I said, and we talked about that. And I said, buddy, you got to go with what cars are there and put the chips in the bag. And, somebody's going to have a buy no matter what. You're at that certain amount. You're at that, amount of cars. Like, somebody's going to have a buy no matter what. Yes. But, like, at least give the chance for somebody to have that buy than the guy who called out his own spot.
Sure.
Hey, you know what I think's bad? And I think Connor means well. I don't think it's that, but it sure looks bad when it's like you talk about getting localed by the homies.
Oh yeah, that's 100%.
Yeah, and I agree. Me and Chris even has talked about this past couple of days. Like, I don't think Connor means any harm or nothing, but that was just a bad call. As far as an organizer, promoter, just like Kenzie said, if we did that at a big event, could you imagine? Well, no, I couldn't. That'll never fly. There's just some things in the racing world you don't do, and I think that's one of them. And I would love to hear why he thinks it's okay or why he thinks it's right. I would just like to hear it. But I don't think that there is any. I don't think you're asking for trouble. I mean, you're just. And Jeff said it clearly. That is definitely like. I mean, it's kind of like a homie deal. From then on, I mean, everybody'd buy 2 spots.
Oh,
but do you
boy.
really do you want to do that? Like that's gay. Everybody goes down the track first time. It's going to be making a buy against a fake person or what? Like
I'll tell you. You know how you fix that? Well, even though I'm kind of against it, is you just don't allow call outs. Buy all the spots you want.
Yep.
Yeah, go in the bag.
Donate to the pot and say, you all do that, and then say, I mean, I have no problem at my event going like at War in the Woods. Trust me, at War in the Woods, if I think somebody called somebody out and it's set up, I'll just say no. That's simple.
It's simple. Yeah, that's where you just got to stand on business and stand on what's right. I mean, I'd never heard of nothing, so I actually thought when Chris told me, I thought it was a joke. Honestly, like I did. I mean, not to like make fun. I really did think it was a joke. I was like, dude, there's no way. And he's like, no, that's. Finally agree with Jeff on one thing.
Oh my God. And Kenzie, that's just not even true.
Oh shit. That shit all started at No Prep Kings. Oh, really? And see, that's just, and it ain't right. Like,
Yeah, but that's been going on for a long time. People have called out their buddy, and then this random car comes up that's not even a race car, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
right. Escort.
Yeah,
Well,
like they pull up some bullshit, and then I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, and some people think that's funny, and I'm like, what a bunch of, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And that's happened to us before, and that's obviously it wasn't our race, but we were the ones there that obviously is running the deal. So we've had this happen before with that where the random car comes up and races somebody for a first round.
And it's not even a race car. They bring up like some daily driver bullshit and small tire, and you're like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Yeah, that's just gay. I mean, that's ridiculous. Well, then we go on into this cross. So what happened here on this cross, Chris? You know more about it than me.
So it was semifinals.
You have a picture?
I have to go find it. Let me go find her page.
That ain't real hot sauce. Man, that Taco Bell sauce, Edwards, fire. I'm kind of with Jeff on that. Oh, I see what you're eating on me. Believe me. I got a bottle of each in the refrigerator.
Yeah, me too.
That shit's fire. It's good.
Yeah. All right. So I got a video. So this is painting the picture here. So semifinals, you got Eric in the right lane, and then you got Jeffrey LaRoque in the left from Michigan.
Joe LaRoque.
Or Joe
Yeah,
LaRoque, I'm sorry.
Joe
There,
LaRoque.
Joe LaRoque. Yeah, that's it. So I'll play this video, and then I have some pictures to show. Throw this up.
See much, but I
couldn't see much out of that.
Yeah, you can't really tell a whole lot by that.
So that pass goes down.
Yeah.
The Joe's team called Eric across.
Okay.
Said it needs to go be checked. See if he actually did. So Connor lets both drivers know that they had to check for a cross.
Yep.
I understand that. I think they let Larry make his buy right after that, and then they went down to check it. I don't know. That's just from what I understand.
Okay.
And then after that, now I don't know what these pictures are from. If this is that pass, or obviously they've raced on this road before multiple times, so I don't know how easy the burnout marks are to see. But
right. a cross mark.
Yeah, so they posted this picture
Hey, that they've only raced there one other time. The time we were there, Happy.
twice.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Twice.
twice.
Yeah. So they posted that picture.
And see, I don't know what lanes what or
So
this is
we're looking.
backwards
So we're looking at
towards the finish line.
This is I have to believe this is towards the finish line is the way they're looking at it.
No, then
Well,
the left lane crossed. That doesn't make sense.
If
No,
we're
that'd be the
looking
right
at the
lane.
finish line, that means the right lane went all the way across that yellow line.
Yeah.
I mean, half of the slick's in the other lane on that picture. There's black on the left lane. So,
Yeah.
And
you can see the finish line counting in that picture there.
Yep. So we're looking, towards the finish line. If that, if that is the mark that come from the right lane, then obviously that is a cross.
So then here comes the issue. Apparently in the driver's meeting, there was no definition of what a cross was.
Dude. I think everybody in America, the street racers, knows what a cross is. Or that is at least street race once in their life. And I guarantee there ain't nobody that raced there this weekend that has only raced once in their life on the street. I'd be willing to bet.
Yeah, that's not a little cross. That's like a blatant
That's
cross.
A whole lot of cross.
Yeah, that didn't just touch like the corner of the yellow line.
I mean, if you look past the edge of the yellow there,
4 inches past.
The slick is past the inside of the yellow. Yeah. I mean, it's all the way. But some people say the whole tire has to be over. Some people say if any of the tire goes over, I see what they're getting there. But any of the tire crosses.
Yeah, any of the tire over that yellow line is a cross.
You're out.
Because now you're in that guy's lane. That's the whole purpose of a cross.
Yeah, the body of that car is completely over there.
Yeah.
But that's why we've always said a tire, any bit of the tire on the other side of the yellow line is out. That's a cross.
If that's 4 inches, my definition of 4 inches is way different than yours, Mike.
Hey, the picture is small. It's hard to see, okay? On my phone.
Look 10 inches to me.
At least. I was going to say a foot.
No shit.
Hey, I don't have my glasses on. It's fucking dark in here. What do you want? I can see it's over the line.
Absolutely. So if that is the mark from that said pass, which who's to say, really, unless they could clearly see it or whatever, those marks though are clearly a cross.
Yeah.
Clear as day.
100%.
Oh, let me check my phone.
So
I'm not getting nothing from nobody.
I'd be curious to hear if everybody that was at the race was like, "Oh, he crossed." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who was actually, obviously I don't know who else was there because obviously we're at semifinals, so there's only 3 cars left.
I heard they offered a rerun, and Joey LaRocque and them said, "F you," and we're out of here.
Yeah, so basically what Connor thought was right was he didn't specify what a cross was. He thought that rerunning that pair was the easiest solution to that situation.
Hey, where he screwed up was this. He should have called it a cross or not a cross. That's what he should have done.
Yeah, agreed.
So
we've all been there. And that's part of organizing an event.
Yeah.
And being the ringleader.
I mean, I always say if it's questionable at all, just rerun it. But I mean, if everybody on the property is like, he crossed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If it's one of them blatantly clear ones, you just have to call it. I mean, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I have called.
They were broke.
I've called a rerun before in another case, but obviously, different cases, different scenarios, whatever.
Well,
But
if you couldn't make the call,
well, yeah. I mean, other than
know.
unless there's like a malfunction of some sort of some reason, basically.
sure. Sure.
But they weren't very happy with the call, evidently, and they packed up and they left.
I don't think anyone would be happy with that call if that's the call. Even for a rerun, I'd be pissed because it's a cross. Why do we have to rerun it?
Yeah. I agree on that. If we're going off of what that picture shows,
Yeah,
that
that's a
picture is a
blatant
100% cross.
Yeah.
Oh, my back. Yeah, like
I hate to
I
tell
ain't
you all
rerunning
this.
that.
I hate to tell you all this, but it just was Eric Mann's night.
Now,
sometimes just nothing can go wrong. You know what I mean?
So, yeah. Now, obviously, like Connor feels bad about the whole situation. I get it. Like he feels bad. He knows he fucked up. So obviously, like there's a lot of animosity between him and stuff like that. Obviously, and I kind of do obviously feel a little bit bad about it. He knows he fucked up. We still make mistakes, so on and so forth. But obviously, we've done this enough. We know what we're doing. We know what's right, what's wrong, and it's just a lesson learned. But you've done this a lot. You should know it's a routine. So on and so forth.
hold on, Larry. Let me send this to Chris right now. Now, in this video, going off my phone, I'm gonna send it to you right now. It looks like the car was just driving to the center the entire time and crossed over.
Oh, it's like
It's little different, just a little bit different angle, maybe. I mean, it's still kind of from the same lane behind the Malibu.
Yeah, I actually have a closer. Here, let me play this other one. This one Dave just sent me. It's actually from his. I think it's from when he was. All
But
right. That and that. All right.
oh, this will be a good view of it. Dude, that's a cross.
Yeah, that's a 100%.
And I ain't saying Ray Charles could see that. But Ray Charles could see that one.
Cyrus, move it.
I mean, the car's in the other lane. If any portion of the tire crosses the yellow, that's anywhere in the country.
Yeah. I mean, that's
If
pretty
not,
standard.
then it's if you touch it, you're out. So, I mean, he was well past the touching it. He was over it. Now, if you make on that narrow road that the whole tire has to be over, well, then you're just asking for issues, and you shouldn't even be out there doing it anyways. That road's way too tight for you to make that call that the whole tire has to be over. But that is clearly a cross.
I've heard you can touch the line and stuff like that, but the tire can never go over the yellow part because then you're in the other guy's lane. Like
you're in the other lane. The tire can never cross the other side of the stripe, your opposed stripe. Well, look at that. Whomever just whipped taco up. I'm curious if he's going to turn it into a taco or burrito.
burrito. I shouldn't be eating this in front of you guys. You're going to screenshot it and shit.
Oh, they already
you
have
famous.
been.
Chris has been working on it. Don't worry.
You did pause there for a minute and you were taking a bite. So,
Jesus. Grow up, you idiots.
So that
Really, Jen?
was definitely
Jen just called me
my-
immature. Hurt my feelings real bad.
Oh shit. What was that? Was the other car headed towards the left beforehand? I seen people saying Eric was the reason he always went in the ditch.
Almost went in the ditch.
Almost.
Almost.
I don't know. I mean, from that view, I'm ready for MF and Warren Woods. You gonna be there, David?
of course he is.
It's mandatory this year, though. No shirt from when you pull into the gate till time you leave. You get a fresh shirt whenever you leave, but you gotta come in with no shirt and ride the bus with me with no shirt.
Admission's a little higher when you don't wear a shirt, but it ain't no big deal to a baller like you.
You're right. Oh shit. So,
Oh boy.
Eric Mans is slow. Oh boy. Why? Joey didn't almost go into the ditch. Yeah, it didn't look like it really.
I have a secondary question. Did he cross behind him or in front of him?
Just use a big one.
Kind of looked like it
Or cut it
was.
in half.
It looked like behind and then
Kinda.
drove around him.
It is. Jay, I'm about done with this. I'm headed back to my recliner.
Unreal.
I'm in bad shape, brother. This chair ain't doing it. So we had a cross, and we had somebody call herself out with no car in first round,
Huh?
and go on to the second round.
What'd you say after the cross? Happened in first round?
Eric paid for 2 spots and called himself out first round of a car that wasn't there on the property to make a buy into the second round.
Huh. Interesting.
That was
Good
I
answer.
ain't never heard no shit like that. I've heard of people calling out like his friend's car, and his friend's car's got like a fucking Honda Accord or some
Right.
shit. But I ain't never heard nobody calling himself out with no other car.
Jeff already approved
Oh,
it.
that ain't
so
what happened, Eric.
Maxwell and I are going down first round in True Street.
Hold on, Eric said that's
Oh,
false.
there's
He said that's false.
oh.
That's what was told to us, so that's why we were bringing it up and discussing it.
Oh, okay, the cross was in front.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like Eric doesn't really.
I had 2 cars when I locked in a month prior, sold the car to Levi the week before. Yeah, that's what we said.
So who'd you call out first round, Eric?
Eric called a car out that was broken. What same thing?
Oh, fuck.
Did y'all see the cross calls by a spectator water bottle that rolled out? Daniel Welch, it wasn't there. Meaning the car that he called out, correct, Daniel? Because you were there, correct? Dave
What a
Doan,
mess.
car that wasn't there. So, Eric, it sounds like you called out a car that you paid for, a spot that you sold that wasn't on the property, correct? And if you did do that, hey, I like you, but that's bullshit, homie. You don't do that shit. That's some coward shit. like to get a free pass to the second round. I'll be straight up. If you try and do that at a
technically it
real
wasn't
event,
free.
that shit ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna fly. Your chip's gonna go in the bag and you're gonna draw like everybody else. But that's some coward bullshit. Like you just don't do that. I don't know if you think it's right, but in the racing world, everybody else gonna look at you like you're stupid. Probably the same thing I'm saying. Like
I mean, that's where Connor should have been like, absolutely
you just man
not.
up, and it's like, no, bro. Justin McNichols, that's what happened. Man, your messages ain't popping up, Dave, for some reason. Hold on, let me check. But you don't, man, Eric, you know better than that shit. Like, that ain't even up for a discussion. Nobody knew till he was up there making a solo pass. Now, see, that's bullshit, which is shouldn't even, like we said earlier, maybe you even ask, but you don't ask to do something like that. That just don't happen in the drag racing world, especially on the street. Like, it don't happen. Show me an event that's happened at, a legitimate event. Some of these events don't have nothing legit about them. But a legitimate event, that ain't going to happen. How much money was on the line out there Saturday night?
It was where the buy-in was, and then
3,200.
Yeah, I was gonna say Connor put in.
Man, it's a wonder somebody didn't get beat up for real. Like you're messing with somebody's money.
Well,
like that's okay. They can look at me like I'm stupid. I race hundreds and hundreds of races, and I get the gray area one time. No, that ain't a gray area. That's a gay area, Eric. That's the gayest shit I ever heard of, dude. That is some coward shit, bro. Like that is straight up coward shit. You don't do. I don't know. That right there will be the reason that Connor will never do another street race, or nobody will attend. Nobody's going to show up and allow. Like you just ruined it for somebody that's trying to do shit in your area.
Oh, it was 5,000.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was $5,000.
That's a lot of money.
Nobody's going to show up now to another race that Connor does on the street because of the shit that you just pulled.
Well, hey, wait a
I'm
second,
not
though,
getting
Happy.
worked up. I'm just keeping it real. Like
that's Connor's fault, though, not Eric's.
It is Connor. It is
Connor. Connor should have said, "No, you absolutely can't do that."
He shouldn't have even tried it in the first place.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying if you don't, I'm just saying if you say nobody goes to race at any of Connor's races anymore because what Eric did, I disagree. It's because what Connor could have saved face and not allowed it. You know,
you don't ever allow something like that to happen. So with that not making the call cross, that was a clear cross. We felt like we were getting hometown and said, fuck it, left before we got to fighting, which I agree. But you letting Jimmy Dale in with the turning signal wasn't a gray area. I didn't say nothing about a gray area. His turning signal worked.
I was there and watched it. It came on.
If you only looked at the turning signal,
the
turning signal worked. We're going back to the same shit.
Oh,
hey, you were wrong on that one, Happy. I'll side with Eric, but not nearly as serious as an offense as what Connor let go. I mean, you're talking about
that's bad.
You're talking about a Class D misdemeanor, and this shit that happened at the street race is a Class A felony.
Right. Yeah, that. Honestly, I blame Connor's bitch ass. He the one posting on Facebook about everyone's scared to run. Eric Mans. Yeah, that dude, that don't fly. Like now, would have you got upset, Eric, if he wouldn't allowed you to do that? Since you did pay for 2 spots, but one car didn't show up?
I'd say he probably wouldn't. He'd still probably race.
That's the way it should have been. Yeah, that's.
I'm still confused. Hold on a minute. 2 cars. The only cars that are actually racing, though, are the cars that are on the property. It doesn't matter who locked in. That's the confusing part.
Not at all. Expected him to say no.
Like, we have lots of lock-ins for our races, and guys don't show up. That doesn't mean that those cars are still in play or that they have a chip in the...
Bullshit. You can call them out, Mike.
What?
If they don't show up, you just call them out first round.
But this is what I'm saying in the beginning. How, if a car's not even on the property, was that chip even in play? That's the most confusing part.
He's still paid. You better
It
call him
doesn't
out.
matter if you paid. If there's no actual physical car,
absolutely
not even in the bag.
Just say the chip shouldn't be in the bag.
Absolutely not.
All right.
No. Like them spots
like
are
when
gone.
they do drivers meeting, all the drivers are there and they pay in, and everyone puts
however
their
many
chips
cars
in the bag.
there, the chip goes in the bag, and that's
yeah,
it.
if the guy's not there, then there's no chip that goes in.
Perfect example of that is War in the Woods 4 or 5 years ago, 3 or 4 years, whenever it was, when I did chip draw the day before Thursday instead of Friday, and then we had like 15 cars not show up because they didn't like who they draw.
Once
and
they
I was
figured out
like,
who they drew.
I was like, oh, hell no. We're putting the chips back in the bag and redrawing this.
Yeah,
I ain't running
that's
no
how it
race
should be.
with 15 buys first round. That's crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
If you paid, does it
Yes.
matter what you're racing?
100%.
Got it. Just like I wouldn't have been mad if he called me a cross and never went down the road or looked at any video, never argued anything. I said, whatever call you make, I'm good with it.
And he did, and that's the truth. He did.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for the cross.
Agree with that. That's the way everybody should be. You know, when you do put it up in the hands of a flagman, it's obviously up to them.
Hey, you can't. Hey, the bottom line is you can't hate on Eric. He got away with a quick one. He got an advantage at an event that the guy running the event shouldn't have let happen. It's that simple. And you know what it is? It's water under the bridge after the fact.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh shit.
Can you hear us?
What's up, y'all?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Hey, get some better internet or tell that dog to shut the fuck up.
Oh, I can do that.
Here, hold on. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Oh shit. Yeah, we got you. All right, so what the hell is this call out?
What do you mean?
When you calling out somebody that's not on the property.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
All right, so when Eric bought into my race, he had the red car that he sold to Levi. Okay.
Yep.
He bought in with that car. I knew he sold it, but he texted me. I texted him first. I said, hey, do you want to sell your spot or do you want to keep your spot? Because Eric was talking about buying another turnkey car and having Joe drive it. He said, I got another car. He said, we'll be there. We'll be there with the second spot. Cool.
Okay.
And then about a week late, this was probably a month ago. Right. And then a week later, he said, hey, I didn't end up buying a turnkey race car. I bought a roller. He said, I'm selling my spot. I said, okay. So the time shows up. Eric, some guy came up and handed me money. I didn't know who he was. He handed me money and said, hey, I bought Eric's buy, or I bought his spot, whatever. And then that was it. And then I went up there to the starting line before the race started, and then everybody said Eric has a buy. But he called the dude out. Well, let me backtrack. He called the dude out. And then someone said before we left that Eric's got a buy run. And I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So,
but shouldn't you be the one that knows what the fuck is going on? If you're the one putting the event on?
Old Eric Slick Rick, boy. Johnny Davidson bought my spot. I think I'll call him out.
That's up to you, Connor.
That's
to know that.
That's up to me. Yes, that was my fuck up. Yeah. So from now on, I'm just doing no more call outs.
Yeah. Well, my next question was, do you think that is right at all for somebody to call out a spot that doesn't have a car there?
No, especially in a small street. I mean, well, in any case, no.
Any case. Yeah. Especially
No.
on the street makes it worse.
Right.
All those
Yeah.
guys would have paid double to get a free hit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
So you lived and learned.
Especially when I was guaranteeing a pot too, because I guarantee. Yeah, I lived and learned, and yeah, that was a learning day for sure. There was a lot going on because I had 18 cars. I had 16 locked in. I had 2 alternates that were pretty local, just in case we had dropouts. I had 8 people drop out, so we ended up with 12.
Right.
So that's it was kind of just a hectic day from the beginning. So people were dropping out from the very beginning. So.
Oh boy.
He was going down as a single pass. Why in the fuck would you allow him to go down that road? Why would you not stop right there and figure out why?
Because nobody wanted to take the time to redraw.
To redraw?
Because it was already done. Is that why you would have went ahead and allowed him to make a bypass?
That would have took 30 seconds. That's a bullshit excuse.
Yeah. Well, and because I
probably had already ran.
I thought in the worst case. Yeah, we had already. No, he went first. He went first down.
Oh, he did go first.
He was very first down.
I guess.
It doesn't matter.
Well, that's
he was very first down.
Jeff said there may have already been passes, and then
it's my fault. It was my fault regardless.
But when he pulled up by himself,
I knew I fucked up, but I couldn't go back. Yeah, I couldn't go back on my thing and say, well, we're not having call-outs no more. We're going to redraw. So I guess that was my fault from the very beginning.
Yeah, but he lied to you, though.
So
that's totally different.
Right.
If there was a car on the property and it broke, that's different. But he straight up lied.
Right.
Kenzie's got a point.
Yeah, it's just one of
trying to make sense, because if I ever did that kind of shit at an event, we would never do another event again.
It could have.
We get called out for the dumbest shit.
Right. Yeah, it was my fault from the very beginning. It could have been avoided before it even started.
Okay, so if anybody besides Eric Mans pulled up, you don't allow that to happen? If Larry Houck did that, his first pair, you wouldn't question that?
Like you're saying, anybody, like if that would have been anybody else?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, see, that's the thing. If it would have been anybody else, I would have done the same thing because I just wasn't. It was my mistake.
He would have done the same thing. It was just his mistake.
Yeah, see, I think that's the part that I'm sure other people, like I'm sure Joey LaRocque and them guys are good guys too, by the way.
Yes.
And so's Eric. I'm not talking shit about anybody, but
I'm
sure they're looking at that going, they're thinking you're in on this, Connor. I guarantee you. They're thinking they know you're buddies with Eric. You know Eric, and this. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think the mistake you made is way worse because now you lost the trust of certain people. They think you're. You know what I'm saying? That's
local by the homies.
Right.
Local by the homies. Yeah.
Right. And I don't think a lot of people really know this. Are me and Eric? I mean, are we kind of buddies? Yeah, but me and Eric don't talk all the time. He don't talk to me a whole lot. Like me and Eric got into it a couple of years ago, and he hasn't really talked to me a whole lot since.
Right.
Oh, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying what it looks like.
But it don't look good. You know what I mean?
The outside looking in,
the future,
the way it looks.
Right. No.
Who won the 5,000?
Right. Eric and Larry split it because they're
Eric and Larry split it because
what is it?
Was sticked up.
Yeah, because I told everybody in the drivers' meeting, Jeff, you guys have been to the road, you know. I tell everybody not to drive right down down the surface because you got to drive through the grass when your truck is pulled up because you're in the grass and in the mud. They drove right as soon as they left, and they trashed the right lane, so we couldn't have the final.
But do you blame them?
And then they ran over the finish line cone. I mean, it's the thing. Like, do I blame them? No. Could it have been handled better on my part? Yes. Could it have been handled better on their part? Yes. But that's kind of like where it goes into play. Like their part could have been handled better, but it was because of something I did.
Now on the cross deal,
So I can't really say that.
Right. On the cross deal, did you see the same picture that we looked at on here tonight? Was you looking at that street?
So I took a picture myself. Yes.
Is it the same picture we looked at?
I haven't been on here, so I haven't seen the picture that you guys put up here. Can you put it up on the screen?
Dude, I feel like I'm in a federal courtroom right now.
Yeah.
Courtroom.
That's what I was just thinking.
I feel like Judge Judy should be in here.
Hunter, where's your attorney?
I'm ready.
Kenzie's the acting prosecutor here.
Prosecuting attorney. Can you zoom on that, Chris? I didn't know if you could blow it up or not.
Is that better?
Yep.
Holy shit. Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and catalog that into piece of evidence and mark it 1-960.
Yeah, that's definitely more than 4 inches.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that picture. But the picture that I have is
Now, looking at that picture, what do you think?
So I'd say, like it's a cross. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like it was a bad call on my part. But the thing about it is, if the best this is where I'm going to ask what your opinion is. So when you're in my situation, when you don't clarify what a cross is, if I call a cross or a no cross, either driver is going to have questions on what my definition of a cross is because it was never brought up. So I have no bridge to stand on, if that makes sense.
Eric said he would never question you. Whatever your decision
right, Eric told me that.
your decision.
The Malibu came back and he opened his door and he said, "Hey, I had to cut gas because Eric came in my lane." I stopped Eric. I said, "Hey, they think you crossed after this pair," because Tony had a buy run. So I let Tony go down, which was my first mistake. Anyway, I should have went down immediately because Tony ended up going to the left. I should have went down there. I told Eric, "Hey, I'm going to go down there after this pair and I'm going to go look." And he said, "Let me know either way," because he's like, "I'm going to go turn my car around regardless."
So if you walk down and you seen that mark right there, you thought it was a good idea to make it a rerun?
So from the distance, the picture looks. My picture was further back.
Did you walk down and look at it?
I walked out. Yeah, I did. Here, can I send? Here, let me send someone the. Can I do that without getting off here? Send a picture of somebody.
Yeah,
should be.
That'll be evidence number 2 and 3.
All right, I'll log those in.
Jeff, we're starting a new thing at War in the Woods this year.
Oh God, what's that?
It's going to be a bidding war. Whoever's going to bring me the most money.
Whoever brings most money
gets to deal with this bullshit.
And we'll give them a gray shirt for the gray area.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean,
car's back. Okay.
Oh, he's coming back.
Right, so
he's coming back.
Take this picture. Take this picture and flip it around because I was facing the starting line for this picture.
Oh fuck! I don't know if I can do that. Hold on. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying. Think of it. Just think of it as a starting. Think of it as this picture's being taken towards the starting line.
Well, I mean, I can flip it. That's not a big deal. Hold on a minute. I just got to do something real quick. Hang on.
Daniel Welch. I mean, the video shows him over the center for like 100 foot. Yeah, I mean, it definitely in the video you can
see. But here's my thing though. In the video that I saw, the video was taken in the far left lane, right behind where Joey was going down. So I couldn't see it because obviously when Eric's driving over on the center line, those lines and those lights disappeared.
Sure. No, I get that for sure.
You get what I'm saying? So and I told them in the driver's meeting, so.
Why is that not working? What the fuck?
Is the defense going to call any more witnesses?
They better hurry because I got to be up 4 a.m.
I wasn't able to flip it, so you have to understand. You have to explain.
Now, see that you really can't see nothing. That just looks like a crack.
No, you can see it. It's just flipped.
You
It does kind of look like a crack, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there is a crack there, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, that's his tire. Like his tire mark is on the yellow line, and then about, I'd say, the other portion of his tires on over the other side of the line.
Has your rules always been any portion of the tire over the yellow line that's across?
It depends on the street. That street, I'm always if any of your tire goes over, because that road's a little narrow. But that's the thing. I had 8 new racers that had never been on that road before, that never raced with me.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the same. So that's the same picture, basically. It's
flipped.
it's just flipped because obviously, if I go back to this
flip. That's
picture,
basically I took that.
Then there's the same picture. There's the same crack.
Yep.
Okay, let's move forward to cross-examination.
But no, like with all that being said, I learned a lot. I definitely made the wrong call in my book. But I guess in the sense of it is, like, for me at the time, I was thinking, if I call a cross or a no cross, then each driver is going to question what I consider a cross or a no cross. And if I say something, then he's just going to say, well, that might not be your normal rule. Or what'd you say in the driver's meeting was a cross? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but man, you just gotta.
I don't think any driver would question that as a cross, though. That's
you've got to stand up for what you like.
People may think I'm a bitch, but I promise.
Oh, you
ain't nothing gonna fly like that with me.
No, happy.
Oh, they don't think.
They know. That's why none of these.
Jeff, I just heard Jeff say
like
he's
this.
never thought you was a bitch.
And I've never thought Jeff was a dick.
Perfect.
See? It's perfect.
It's like we're besties.
Yeah. I've always thought Kenzie is a sweetheart, so I have no issue with her.
What?
Mike said he's always thought she was a sweetheart.
Well, thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
I can tell you right now, the defense has presented a horrible case. Maybe the worst in history. Connor, you have got to hire a better defense attorney.
Damn it, homie. I feel like you should have just right then. That's where you stand on business, though. And
then here's the other thing, and here's the other thing too. And I'm gonna point this out too, because a lot of people seem to think this, and I'm just gonna clear the air right now. Eric did not one time walk the road, talk to me. I had to go find Eric because he was sitting in his truck charging his laptop to throw a tune in it, whether he was racing or not. I had to go find Eric, and they had to pull him out of his truck.
Right.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. Right. Well, and I mean, it was in your court. And I think when the ball's in your court, obviously you felt like you made the right decision at that time by calling it a rerun. But now, hindsight, us going back and looking at the pictures and watching the videos that we've seen now, I mean, it was pretty clear.
Yeah. And then that's where it was like stuck in my head that.
What is it?
Do we make the call so we don't have the confrontation?
Well, I don't know. Some people's.
That's common.
Would you not make the call of somebody crossing or not crossing due to not for non-confrontation?
Well, here's the
because it was a rerun.
Here's the deal. I got more confrontation making the call I did than more if I would have made the call the other way.
Yeah, he got more confrontation by making it a rerun because everybody was on the same agreement that it was a cross, and he said rerun it.
I sent it, David Ray. I sent it to him.
So, but like I said, I have my race every year in August, and I'm gonna have Chris do everything where I can just run tire crack camera, whatever, and I'm just gonna take a step back, and just kind of, keep moving.
Right. All right. I think you got a witness coming in. If Dave joins us,
Dave.
Everyone on here saying that
prosecution star witness.
Yes. Connor put his own money on top of everything to make the payout bigger. Name anyone else that puts on street races, put their own money in it. No, that's awesome. I mean, that is like.
Yeah, last August I put $2,000 on top, and then this race I put $1,300 on top. You know what I mean?
Larry Houck,
can you clear what a tire crack is?
Oh fuck!
Why do you ask?
Who, me?
Why do you ask that, Larry? No, Larry Houck's asking, can you clear up what a tire crack is?
Larry's testimony is not valid. He's already on probation.
I gotta step off the stand. I'm wearing my shirt.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. But, that's a good question, too, Jeff. Did you have a cameraman that was for a centerline cross?
Yeah, but I was standing right in front of it, of course. And then everybody, whenever my tire crack video, everybody walked in front.
Sure.
As soon as the pair went down. So, yeah.
Yeah, any movement of the tire.
I feel like that's a loaded,
with you.
Loaded question.
Jeff is killing me tonight. He's on one. Jeff's always on one if y'all don't realize.
He makes a great judge.
But no,
hey, if you guys want to really laugh, you know what?
Looking back on it, I could have done
attorney.
Stuff.
If I would have went to school, which I didn't, so this is a mute conversation. I would have became an attorney. Yeah. Instead, all I ended up doing was hiring a bunch of fucking attorneys. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Oh shit, man!
What was you saying, Connor?
But yeah, looking back, I could have done a lot better. And like that's the thing. Like, look, like now that I've been able to see everything and kind of see where other people are standing on it, did I make the wrong call? Yes. In the moment, it was one of those situations where I had to act pretty quick. Because you know how it is. You can't be standing on the street all night. Because we had a little bit of traffic coming in and out. I was just trying to get in and out because we only had 12 cars, so there's no reason to be there for 6 or 7 hours. I felt in the situation a rerun was the best, just because I couldn't make a clear judgment or justify my judgment because there was no real definition of a cross.
Yep.
So that was just and I learned, I guess more or less more than anything I learned. And obviously I hate it because like you said, those Michigan guys, they're stand up. They drove 6 hours, even though a bunch of cars dropped out. I messaged them before the race even started. I said, hey, like before you guys head out, I was like, we only have probably 13 cars. I was like, I'm expecting one more to drop out. And then last second when we got there for the driver's meeting, I had someone text me when I was standing in the parking lot waiting on everybody that he was out because he had trailer problems. So, we ended up with 12 and they showed up. But like I said, I'm going to take a step back and I'm still going to kind of run the show, but I'm going to, if it works out in a manner where Chris can be there, happy you can be there, I'll have you can do whatever. Because it's a killer road up there. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's something, when you get a lot of people. Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't. I mean, like I told you on the phone, like, that's a good road. Yes, it's nice because it's out in the middle of nowhere, but it kind of worries me sometimes just because of how narrow it can be. And like, there's really, if you go off that road, you're going for a ride. And it just, I'm just scared of like, if that ever happens, I'm obviously not saying that I want that to happen. Like, it kind of,
it's always a chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got 4 spots within that 15-20 mile radius. And I think for the next one, we're going to start on my 4th spot, which is actually pretty good. it's actually all flat through there. So no guardrails, no nothing. So it's another kind of 2-lane road just like that.
Well, we
but
know
it's
the
flat.
weekend that everybody will be in town there. So even if you did like a Sunday service or
King of
something
Columbus.
at that spot would be,
Yeah.
I mean, that would obviously be your weekend to try and do something because you know everybody's going to be in town. So
will you be there, Happy?
yeah, I'll be doing King of Columbus.
Okay.
No.
Chris, you'll be there, I'm assuming.
What?
We're partying.
Partying?
Yeah, that's my birthday.
Oh.
We ain't street racing.
We're partying.
We'll bring the drinks to the street race.
Yeah, we'll bring the drinks to the street. We bring the party with us no matter where we go anyways. Get me and Jeff together, we're going to be partying.
Yeah, that you guys.
You can't even fucking walk.
Oh, I know I can't
Jeff,
walk right now.
Jeff, did you get your car figured out?
No, I told you I didn't. I got to thinking after I locked in, and I was like, I had a running car sitting there ready to go, but I wanted to change it over to a blower and stuff, and I was like, if I don't start doing it right now, I won't be ready for War in the Woods. So
yeah,
I ripped the whole car apart.
I
had to do. I'm busy as shit. I wanted to make sure I could get the car changed over and have a good weekend of testing before War in the Woods. So,
yep.
But hey, you got my money, so that's which is fine. I shouldn't have locked in. You know what I mean?
Right. I tried to. So when people started backing out, like when there was,
I don't care.
Like
I would have
other because you and Austin Jeff has backed out. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care about the money. I'm fine with putting the money in. That's cool.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I mean, I would love to.
I tried to get so many people. Yeah, it was a good time. Like I said, I learned a lot, and yeah.
Hey, some of them you just gotta keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, and that's like, I don't know. I guess my biggest thing is like that's not. I guess I'm being like, I guess what bothers me more than anything because. I mean, I'll own up to my mistakes, but I'll not own up and just say it just because I'm trying to like clear it out. Like I'm not. Me and Eric didn't. That was nothing had to do with me and Eric.
Sure.
On that deal, nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'll admit my faults, but I'm not going to sit here and say that.
I feel like a lot of people know that and knows that's the truth, but then you also got to look at how others do feel on the outside looking in.
You see it.
Just like Jeff said, it is going to make people feel like they kind of got localed by the homies. And sometimes it's hard to regroup from that, moving forward and you're planning on doing something and try and do something serious. Like everybody's dream is to have a $10,000-$15,000 street race somewhere, a banger out in the country, but if you've got any,
which sucks because I've had a pretty good track record.
Right. And when there's strings attached, sometimes and you see it too, like getting a group together to street race today is tough.
Right.
Like it's tough.
Right,
Nobody is as gangster as they used to be. There's a select few that no matter what,
really
when you hit them up, they're
going
to be there. Yeah, I mean, there is a group that no matter what, will always be there to do street shit. But
you could change it to 530 index with draggies, and you probably get 60 cars.
Oh boy,
shit!
What? You guys, we're in court here. What? The truth bothers people? Hey, lock me up.
He said you can change it to 530 index. You have 60 cars.
Little do you know, Jeff, timing systems on for War in the Woods.
Jeez. 530?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong again.
Overruled.
No, Jeff, 120 cars on the street for 530 index.
Right,
Probably right. Probably right. Hopefully, Connor, like you did learn something. Hopefully in the future.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
one thing though I will say is you can't let somebody call somebody else out that don't have a car there.
But technically, though,
technically,
see, and that's where
he was lied to.
Well, he was lied to.
So,
yeah, I mean, if somebody did come up,
just do a roll call. You just roll call him first.
But it's my responsibility in that case to check the property anyway. Go fucking with me.
You're right.
Valid.
Yeah, you're right there.
You know, so like, even though, you know, it is what it is, he found a loophole.
The rest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if there's one that's broke, that's broke. But if there was not even a car there, then that chip's invalid. I mean, it's.
Hey, can we take a small break? Can you guys give me like 3 minutes here to tell you some stuff about Cumberland?
Absolutely. Yeah, hold on.
Jury's out. Jury's out for 5 minutes.
Yeah, put the jury on. They're on a.
We're taking a small commercial break.
They're what?
We'll get Chris to actually pull it up and put everything up.
I'm about to head off here anyway, guys. I gotta put my truck back.
All right, Connor. Have a good night, man.
Hey, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Every chance you get, stay gay.
Thank you, guys.
All right, brother.
I love that dude. Hey, only on days that end in Y. Only on days that end in Y.
That's right. That's right. All right, homie. Have a good night, man.
Just hit the highlights here, but
Thank
Chris,
you,
pull that up.
Yeah.
So Lake Cumberland, May 1st and May 2nd, okay? It's going to be elimination style, like what Happy ran, right? But we got money on top here. So I really want to get the word out there. And if people haven't come there and you don't, this is pretty awesome, actually. So Friday and Saturday, True Streets, $100 buy-in and 1,000 on top on Saturday, 500 on top Friday night backside, right?
Yep.
On small tire, it is 2,500 on top Friday night, and it's double elimination for small tire. Okay, so basically what that's like, so that people don't get it overcomplicate this, right? It's basically like you lose first round, you go into a separate bracket. It's almost like a free second chance race.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Okay, now on Saturday night on the front side, small tire is $200 buy-in, 500 on top, 5,000 on top of heavyweight, 1,000 on top of middleweight, and 500 on top of lightweight. So you can literally go there, lose your first 2 rounds and win lightweight, and you can get beat twice and still win $500.
Yeah, plus the buy-ins for lightweight too, correct? Because that's 500 on top.
You know what? That's going to make me sound bad. I don't know if Landon's watching. Ask him. I'm assuming. I think yeah. I guess you're right. That's true. Yeah. It is.
If there's 6 or 8 or so, you know, in the tournament style in lightweight, you know, it'll be their buy-ins plus that 500 on top. So it could be a damn good payday for even.
Yeah. Well, the thing I like about this is, as promoters, if you have enough money where you can guarantee money on top, you're not scaring away the fast guys, you know? I mean, let's just say there's only 8 guys in heavyweight. That's $1,600 plus $5,000, $6,600 pot.
Yep.
You know, so, and just so everybody knows, the RV hookups are all functional. The new shower house is up and functional for this event. Yeah, everything, a lot of stuff's done up at the track. Really, really nice facility and good money on top to race. And it's just an awesome place to race. If you're a real no prep guy, it's the kind of place you want to go. I mean, only gets used a couple times a year. I mean, the front side is still bare concrete for, what do you think? At least 3/4 of the track.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's rubber down for 100 foot, and then after that you're on a bare concrete road with grip. Like it ain't no slick concrete. It's actually a concrete surface with some grip to it. So I mean, it's an awesome place to race.
Yeah, it is.
Tony McKinney just said, I love that place.
Yeah, we had a really good time last time we were there.
Dude, it's awesome. It's awesome, and we all plan to be there. So it's a killer place.
Yeah. So everybody. Yeah.
The tournament thing, I'm very confused at. So, ending you all in to small tire, is that how it works? And then how do you segregate people?
I'll explain it really, because we just had it. So, I think the buy-in's the same, $200.
Just make it simple. Say there's 10 guys for small tire.
Yep.
How that work from there?
If you got 10 guys that buy in, all 10 guys are going to draw out of a random bag. You're going to get paired up.
Okay.
After that first round, you're going to have guys with 1 loss and 1 win.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No. You're gonna have 5 guys with a win, 5 guys with a loss.
5 guys with a loss. Yep. So then those guys, you'll draw again. You get a second hit. So then that'll leave you with guys that are 2-0, 1-1, or 0-2. The guys that are 2-0 are heavyweight. The guys that are 1-1 are middleweight, and the guys that are 0-2 are lightweight. Then each one of those groups run themselves for their own pot.
It's like 3 separate classes.
It's like 3 separate classes of small
so
tires, and your first 2 passes determines where you go. So a lot of guys always said, well, what if we just sandbag? Well, that's fine. If you want to lose the first 2 and be in lightweight and you're fine for running, for that pot, then so be it. If you want to, I think it is. Dude, it is perfect.
So the initial, say it's $200 buy-in, so that's $2,000 with 10 people in the beginning. But now you segregate all the people. So say there's 2 guys.
Listen, the $200 follows the driver into whatever class he ends up in.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Everybody's in for the same buy-in.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Here's the benefit of it, okay? There's been, or we feel like anyway, there's been so many people that don't want to race because they say they can't compete anymore, right? With this format, everybody is making 3 passes at the race, guaranteed. I don't care if you lose.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Right?
Yeah, you get 2 hats plus your first round, and then that determines where you go into the race.
So everybody's making 3 hits, worst case scenario.
Worst case.
And the odds of and then you could lose 2 times and still end up winning a class.
Yep.
So the benefit of it is everybody's I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the fastest guy in the country. Nobody wants to travel 6, 10, 16 hours to a race, and when you go out first round, you're done, load up and go home. That sucks for everybody.
It's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the real benefit of it. I think with the state, the way no prep racing is going right now, I think this is a good idea. Now, I do think this: if you want to have quality cars at your event, you better have some guaranteed money on top, because the heavy hitters ain't going to show up. You get a field of 22 cars and it gets blown into 3 classes, there ain't gonna be no pot.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering how it works.
Yeah.
And the first time I did it, Mike, was this year. Another local guy come up with that format, and we've been watching it. He done it all last year. And at first I was like, man, it didn't make sense, honestly, but I had never
that's why I was trying to understand it.
Yeah, I'd never went and watched. So he asked us to fill in for him for his season opener this year. And I was like, you know what? I actually want to do it just how you do it. People are used to how you run your events. Let's just try it. Man, we had 35 small tire. And I think, like right now, 35 small tire, just for a number wise, like that's killer ass race. Well, then the crowd gets to see these guys make their 2 hits and then fall into each class where they're actually competitive. And it made the small tire racing really good. The heavyweights needed to run heavyweights. You know what I mean? The guys that went 2-0, like that's where they needed to be. The guys that lost 1 and won 1, they needed to be in middleweight, and it made it super tight racing. And then obviously the lightweight, they were 0-2. So then they went into their own bracket And that's exactly where all them guys needed to be. And like the guy that won our lightweight, I think he left with, I think our total pot was, I don't know, 7,000 or whatever. He left with, so what we did was lightweight got 10%, middleweight got 20%, heavyweight got 70% of total pot.
Oh, I got
and that dude, the dude that won $700 in lightweight, and you couldn't tell that old boy nothing. He was tickled shitless that he actually got beat a couple times in the day, fell into the class that he needed to be in, and wound up winning it.
So does it work out? It divides into equal classes then? Like if you have 24, it's 8 in each?
No, it just depends on how many cars you have total, but it's always.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you started with 24 cars.
Mike, you can never have even if you've got an odd number. You're going to get a guy that gets a bye into middleweight or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
However it works out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll never be divided evenly.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It all depends on all the what cars are there.
Like as an example, if you had 13 cars, first round, one guy's drawing a bye to a 1-0 record.
Yeah, he's already one up.
You're going to have one more in heavyweight right after first round than the other two classes.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Well, the other class, sorry, because you'd have to lose twice to be in lightweight. Sorry.
Oh, I know, Larry. Larry said people were bitching at me for being in middleweight. Believe me, I heard about it, that you got beat on purpose so that you could fall into middleweight, and that wasn't fair.
That's so stupid. I've never heard anything that retarded.
Hey, the stuff you hear, I'm just kind of like, come on, guys. Like,
yeah, Larry drove to West Virginia and sandbagged his way in so he could race for that big middleweight pot.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right.
That ain't how it works. Like,
I'll bet you at the next race, Larry's going to pull 2 plug wires off before he goes up for first round.
Yeah, no
well,
shit.
that's like, Greg Chandler, when we raced there, that first race at 304 last year, he won middleweight because obviously he struggled. And obviously now he's went into the heavyweight and he's won the last 2. He won this past weekend and they obviously
won ours
and won your guys's. So like, if that was the case, then obviously he would always be in middleweight all the time. Like,
well, wait a second. You got to remember, if you get it, let's say you get anything over 30 cars, mathematically, odds are a guy that should be in heavyweight is going to get bad draw and going to end up in middleweight.
Absolutely.
You get 2 killers that draw each other. It's no different than a regular race where, you know, like when Ryan Mitchell draws bank robber first round at War in the Woods, somebody's going home, period.
Yep.
Exactly. Everybody can sit around and say, well, bank robber should have been in the 5th round. Well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. The chip draw makes somebody go home.
That's racing.
Yep.
It's just part of it. And Larry, I mean, he had a tough draw. Obviously, the guy that drew him had a tough draw. They both poured it to it, and it was a half a car race at the finals. And I'm sure neither one of them wanted to be in middleweight. But he wound up finishing out tonight, winning, and yeah, like he said, he made $1,400 for 7 rounds. That's not his ideal of a day.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right.
I mean, obviously, he still wants to win. He wants to win his class that he's in, but Landon said there is a typo on the flyer. It does say all the money on car count goes to heavyweight, so we need to figure that out. My bad on that. Landon, you need me proofreading your flyers or what, homie? And I really think that split that we did. So if you all get 30 cars at $200, that's
what do you get into?
That's 6,000 plus 5,000 on top. That's $11,000 total pot. And if you did the same thing, if you paid out 10%, 20%, 70%, that's a hell of a payday for each class.
Yep.
Hey, Happy. Let me tell you a little Cyrus story real quick to break the monotony up. So Jen's out of town all last week, right? Cyrus sleeps in bed with me every night. Wake up, I think it was last Friday morning at like 7:15. Soon as I sit up out of the bed, I look on the floor. He done one got in her panty drawer and had them all over the floor in the.
No. Wait, what happened to him? What the hell?
He just got banned with the story.
Dude, that shit. My dogs do the same damn thing, man.
They get in your panty drawer?
They get in Kenzie's panty drawer, and they're everywhere. I'm like, these damn dogs, man. They'll be laying in the hallway and shit. Jeez.
Sorry, I got knocked off somehow.
Dude, that's funny, man.
Oh wait,
Mine
that's
do
just
the
the
same
start.
shit.
Wait a second. So listen to this. So I get up, I go to the bathroom to pee. I walk out the bedroom door and down the hallway toward the bathroom. He's been in the bathroom and got all the toilet paper. Okay. Then I look to the left at the hallway that goes toward the kitchen, and I see paper all over the floor. Right. I don't really think nothing of it. Well, then when I go to clean it up, last week I bought a deck over trailer for my Bobcat. And I had set the title up on the counter.
Oh.
Fucker jumped up on the counter and got the title and destroyed it.
Oh.
Fuck.
I sent
and y'all
Jen a
get on him
picture
for
of it.
humping the pillows. I'd give him every pillow in the house.
Oh, I'm telling. Hey, I sent Jen a picture of the bedroom floor, and I said somebody's having a little panty party.
Shit. Damn it, she probably got on you for blaming the dog.
Yeah. I thought you guys would think that was funny, though.
That's
damn
good.
it, man. I can't believe he ate up your damn paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
Guy. Damn it, man. Oh, shit.
Anyway,
So, yeah,
hey, tell Landon if there's anything else, put it in the comments, and we'll talk. We'll say it. But probably if anybody wants an RV hookup, I would send Landon a message. Let him handle that.
Yep. Shit, what? We're 2 weeks away?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2.5. Really? 2.5 weeks?
Flying.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. We were just talking about that, Hap. About that race.
Yep.
We plan on being. I plan on being there.
Yeah.
It's a cool place.
I'm sure Billy. I'm sure will be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that because I'm involved in that place. In my opinion, it's one of the best. I mean, the backside is a tricky backside, great backside, and the front side I think is awesome. And I'll tell you another thing that's good about it. I think the front side's pretty good for War in the Woods testing. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, the track's way smoother and stuff, but I would say the starting line is pretty comparable.
Yeah. Brian White, I'm going to try to make it. Awesome, man.
What's up, Brian?
Seen he made it to the finals Sunday in the backside of US 60.
Oh yeah. Did see that.
Him and Lavender. Looked like it was a good race.
Landon said we have 5 RV hookups left, 150 from Thursday to Sunday. Hell yeah. That's a deal.
That is a deal.
That's awesome.
I'm just happy there's a shower house. That way, if we run out of water in the RV, we can go take a shower.
Yeah,
I'll bring you too.
Nicer taking a shower in a shower house than an RV. You ain't got to actually take an RV shower. You can
get in there and wash that dirt hole.
Yeah, you can actually for real scrub for a second. Brian White, Andrew, give me the business.
Hey, what's wrong with your back,
dude? I don't know. It's been bothering me for a while, but I've got 2 broken vertebrae.
Did you send
my entire life?
Did you sent Jeff that picture of you up on the roof, right?
No, probably not. Well, and I'm on some additive right now, so I feel great.
Why does this thing keep locking up?
I don't know. It's locked up right now. I can hear you, but your screen's locked up. But
oh,
yeah, I'll send it to Chris.
Oh my God!
You were on the
Had
roof.
me fucking crying.
You were on the roof of your house.
Listen, bro. Like I pulled into the house Saturday. They're leaving the concert. So I walk in, I pet the dogs, sit on the couch, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a ladder in front of like the front porch, and I'm like, who the fuck was on the roof? I mean, it wasn't 5 minutes. They get in the house. Kenzie shows me a picture of this guy standing on a roof, got leaves flying everywhere, and I'm fucking crying.
Oh yeah, he did say that. He did say he was cleaning. Oh my god!
What in the hell are you doing on the roof,
dude? I feel really, really good. Like is it coming up the picture? Yeah, I'm up there blowing leaves off the roof, cleaning out the chimney. I mowed my neighbor's yard. Like I weed eated. We're out there picking weeds out of the bushes, and I mean we've been doing everything. Well, then I just way overdone it. And I went and got an epidural in my spine on Thursday. He couldn't even get the medication to go in my spine. I had so much inflammation, flared up. So now I'm on a Z-Pack, got a prednisone shot.
God,
like I can barely move. I am a mess, but I feel good. I'd much rather feel good. I finally got some meds in me to make me feel a little better. Man, I feel night and day difference. I feel like a brand new man.
Yeah, they got you pumped full of enough dope to make you think you can fly.
Oh, I am now. I hate taking these damn pain pills, but I've had to for the last few days. So
I hate them. Kenzie, get me 3.
I hate it, man. Can't stand, but I feel good. That's the truth. I just way overdid it. That test, though, has got me. This is probably the best test I've ever had. I'm actually getting a real dose now.
Oh, boy.
And I feel great.
Is Kenzie
300E.
Is Kenzie not safe?
Not at all. I've got a whole bag. Got a whole freezer of frozen peas in there.
I told you, dude, when you get really good, you step up to my level. You just get a frozen donut pillow. That's when you know you're really wrecking some shit.
Oh man.
Jen, go get your frozen donut pillow and show the guys.
Yeah, it's about that time.
About that time.
Apparently she's not going to get it.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Lord.
I appreciate that, Landon. I do. I appreciate it. Yeah, I feel amazing, but it is
liar.
It has blowed my back plumb out. Jeez, you get really good and make the doctor stutter at your T level. I'm sure it's probably coming up. Probably so. Yeah, what else we got?
I mean, that was all that I really wanted to talk about.
What's everybody's plans for this weekend? Is there racing?
There is, but it seems like it's going to be wet anywhere there's racing.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like pretty much the entire eastern, well, at least anywhere in our general vicinity is Saturday looks wet.
I think we
got, let's see. So
Milan's got a race.
Yeah, first PYOP of the year is Saturday.
Gotcha.
It looks wet.
Really?
First Midnight Madness of the year also looks wet. Berkeley Springs Airport, the No Bullshit Ball Racing, same thing, same race Saturday. I don't know if it looks wet there, but I can only assume that it probably does. And feel like I'm missing something.
So streetcar bragging rights is about the only thing supposed to have good weather.
And streetcar bragging rights. Obviously.
Where is that race? Where is streetcar bragging rights?
Rockingham.
Oh yeah,
and it's packed already. Their protesting started this morning. It's packed. Tomorrow they got testing, and I think E1 tomorrow night, and then 2 and 3 Thursday, 4 Friday morning, and E1 Friday night, and the rest eliminations on Saturday. So that's right, Brian. The Hoosier No Prep at Salem. Yeah, it may. I just looked at my radar, and it looks like there's a chance here, and I'm 30 minutes from Salem, so it may be a wet weekend around here.
Yeah. May go to if the weather gets better, I might go to Milan.
How far away are you from there?
3 hours.
Not too bad.
Nope.
Now that's all new surface, right? Didn't they pour like a concrete pad and stuff up there for burnout and new asphalt on the racing surface?
Last year it was. I don't know. I think they've already raced on it.
Radio race. Oh yeah, there's
Steele, Alabama.
Yeah, it's Steele. That's one of like Duck's points series, isn't it? Radio Outlaws, or I think they're doing LDR and Ultra and like all the classes.
Yeah, and then there's a backside race, the backside bounty at Knoxville Dragway. That's also another one. There's a lot of races this weekend.
Radio Outlaws. What'd Landon say? Read my top comment on what we need to do on buy-in money. Where's that at, homie? Or just type it again.
I think he said something about putting all the money in heavyweight, and then he'll add whatever else in the other two.
We need to figure out if we're going to put the entire car count money for heavyweight, like Flyer says. If so, I don't care to put my own money. And I wouldn't, homie. I'd just break it up.
Just let the money follow the racer.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a typo that you did on the flyer. That's all that. And however you all want to break the money up. At the end of the day, you got 100% of the money. You got 3 classes. You just decide how you want to break it up, and what the extra is on top, or if you want to put all the extra on top of the 5,000.
I like it. I think it's easier instead of
just break it all down.
I mean, only thing that's nice is if you advertise money on top, that seems to help a little, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying 70% of the purse goes to heavyweight, 20 to middleweight, 10 to lightweight.
Yeah.
It's probably a little better promotional tool. That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it worked out really good that way. Everybody was tickled, and I think it'll be a good time. Weather looks good now at Knoxville Dragway. It says 80. Oh, that's backside at Knoxville this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, I seen it was 85%. Yeah, I'm not counting. I'm expecting it's probably going to get everything's going to get rained out. Speaking of baggers, you selling your bike, Alex?
I need something with bags.
Yep.
I don't want to, but
upgrade a fuzz.
Yeah.
I got my money printers for no sweat. That's all that matters.
Got it out. Had to bring her home.
Yep. We was going to race some baggers Saturday night on the street.
Keep getting kicked
Looks
off.
like rain. Like you all saying. Yeah, I guess it's going to be wet in this part of the country this weekend.
It's rained here every damn day. I think it's supposed to rain every damn day up until Saturday.
Dude, we've probably had the best 2 weeks of weather we've ever had. Absolutely gorgeous. Ain't
Same
hot.
here. It's
Beautiful,
nice here.
man. Makes you remember why I like this part of the country.
Yeah.
It is absolutely gorgeous. Grass is green. Everything's growing.
It is
cool at night. Like beautiful. Not a lick of rain, man.
It's just it comes and fucking goes. Like it'll rain and then like it'll rain its ass off, and then all of a sudden it'll be the fucking prettiest day in the world. That's what it's been like every day. It's raining here right now, actually. Yep.
Hey, I keep getting knocked off here. I'm going to get off here, fellas. But
all right, homie. I'll see you soon.
Nice talking to y'all.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Deuces.
Bye.
Landon Helm, 300cc and under small bore. I have moped races in June. No kidding. That'd be fun. K squared streetcar poker run in New Jersey this Saturday. Let's hope for no rain. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I've never actually done a poker run with cars. Done one on a Harley and done a bunch with boats.
Yeah, what's that? How's that? Like, how's that work compared to bikes?
It'd be, you all start at a central location, parking lot somewhere, and then you've got designated spots where they have to stop and get a card. You buy in the beginning, and then the money, most of the time it's 50-50 on a poker run. So like the organization keeps 50% that's donated to a cause. And then the other 50% of the poker run money goes to the winner. And at the final stop, you get your final card. Then everybody walks up, opens their cards. They're all in envelopes. You open your card at the last stop. You make the best 5-card hand of the cards you have. It's all random. It's cool, man. We done a bunch on boats. Like we go to the big poker run at Lake Cumberland every year. We've done quite a few down in Florida. It's fun. I mean, you get to run like on a boat, you get to run wide open from stop to stop. You have your GPS coordinates. So everybody on boats are trying to flex, from card stop to card stop. You want to be the first one there, obviously. And, these are boats that run 150, 160 mile an hour out on the water. And it's a good time when it comes to the water. But I never even thought about doing it with cars. That'd be pretty cool.
I think it'd be sweet.
Get everybody out, cruising some hot rods.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Alex, I will sell you my 2021 Harley Davidson Fat Boy Custom. Think he's looking for a lowrider.
Yeah, lowrider ST.
Yep. Just like Happy is saying, you pull cards each stop, 20 a sheet, 5 stops, crazy streetcar action off. Yeah, it'd be fun. That'd be fun, man. Never really thought about it with the car world, but it'd be fun. And hopefully it is for an organization too, and whoever is doing it can help somebody out. Like I've always liked that. We always knew the calls going into these poker runs, and it's always a good thing. 100 mile an hour on water is like 180 on asphalt. It is, man. Ain't nothing like speed on water. I've done it for a couple of years, really enjoyed it. But it's expensive. It's
I'm sure.
That's an expensive hobby.
That's a different tax bracket.
Yeah. I was telling Alex just the other day, like when we used to do poker runs and shit. I mean, I loved my boat. I love being out there on the water and stuff, but I'd spend $1,200-$1,300 a weekend just on fuel. And that's no place to stay. That's not getting to and from the lake. That's not groceries. For us to go to the lake, man, we'd spend. Happy, can you barefoot ski? I can barely barefoot walk, Landon. Can you imagine seeing me ski barefoot?
Oh my God, I pay good money to see that.
I mean, you talking about a wadded up mess. Now, I feel good enough to try it once my back heals up, but I can't actually water ski. I can snow ski like a son of a gun, but I can't water ski. I can't get up out of water. I've had people get in the water with me and try and tell me how to hold my knees and how you push and you just plop right up on top. I can't do it, man. As soon as that boat takes off, I ain't got enough arm strength, I guess, to hold on to that rope. Some of the bitch comes out of my hands like a slingshot. I can't do it. Can you all water ski?
I don't think I've ever tried it.
No.
Boat
bust out another 1,000. That's facts, Brian.
I stay away from water because I can't swim, and if I did fall off, I'd be dead, and I'd drown.
Man, I got badass life jackets. I mean, I got some badass life jackets. That's all you need. You put that life jacket on, and my dad couldn't swim either, and he took me to the lake ever since I was a kid. But he got in the water every time we got to the lake. He'd put his life jacket on, and we just tie a rope to the back of the boat. He'd hold on to that rope. He'd float out a little bit. When he's ready to come back in, he'd pull that rope, get right back.
I'd be in shock. Like, I'd shock myself because
I'd love for you to go lake with me, man.
I'd be scared to death. If I went in the water, I'd go into shock.
We'd have a good time, dude. And for real, I've been around people who can't, like, they can't fucking swim, and I wouldn't let nothing happen to you. Like, that's dangerous. You know what I mean? Because if you start flopping around and panicking, well, you are going to drown, and I ain't giving you mouth to mouth. Like, I'll blow my air horn or something in your mouth. But
thanks. I'll remember that.
No, I ain't going to let you drown, though. I promise you. You'd have fun, dude, for real, because we always have a good time, man. What Landon say? I broke a set of skis one time. No lie, when I was 300 pounds, snapped them in half, trying to get up on a non-ski boat. We used to jump off the back into the wake at 30, 40 mile an hour. My drunk uncle tried it off the sides. I've done that, Nick, plenty of times. We just be going across the lake, and I'll just stand up and jump off the side of the boat just to do it as like a joke. That shit hurts so bad. That water goes up your ass.
I watched, this is old, Travis Pastrana when he did that like reality show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his dad, they were rolling on the water, and his dad jumped out and shattered his pelvis into like I was like, holy shit.
Oh, it's real shit. This shit hurts, man. Hurts. Damn, E's and B's. I didn't know that. I'm a Dale Hollow kid. There in Lake Cumberland since I've been born. Uncle has a houseboat. Wolf River, Dale Hollow. Dude, that's awesome. They're right down the street from me. Lake Cumberland's kind of our home lake. When we go to the water, that's where we like going. What's it say? OBX Ride and Custom Festival kind of does that for the show. Several restaurants sponsor the event, so they want the car guys to cruise through. They made it a part of the show. Mark, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
man, I really now you've sparked my interest a little bit because like our car scene is absolutely fucking tanked. Because I stopped doing events and stuff every weekend because we were always gone traveling, and I want to bring that back, and I feel like that'd be something good to do.
Get with the city, homie, and you need to get you a parking garage. I'm wanting to do the same here. After I've seen the parking garage shows that our boys put on, 1320 does. Like, so I want to do a parking garage.
They do that here. We have those here. The only problem is that the wrong demographic of a crowd decides to be a part of that, and
a bunch of punks, and it becomes an issue.
Yeah. So like,
you just gotta have the off-duty police.
I want to steer away from that. Like the whole rod run deal. Like I want to do that. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
So
I want to do the parking garage deal here because ours is beautiful. We have one down on the river. It's really big, and the upper deck it's massive, and it overlooks the Ohio River and downtown Louisville. Like, I mean, it could be a banger. And me and Kenzie's discussed it too, like trying to get a hold of who we need to get a hold of to either rent the place or figure out how, it would all work out. But I would have to absolutely have off-duty police. in uniform with their cars to keep, because I don't want the hoodlums on the roof drifting and, or getting blindfolded drunk, jumping off the roof. Alex, open your phone and look at this. Did you get a new one, Jeff?
Yeah, he got. Here. I'll.
Dude, his bike's sick, man. Your bike's.
I'm gonna send the video to Chris.
Alex has been keeping me updated on your bike. It's a badass piece.
Yeah, we actually have a meet come. There's actually one of those. So the same place that does those parking lot garages, they actually are doing one at the Hall of Fame, at the Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, cool.
The Football Hall of Fame is 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
So they actually do one like at that same place. So that's coming up.
Jeff, you all out riding, and these pictures I keep getting is really making me want to ride over to the dealership.
This motherfucker's sick.
Dude.
No, we get copyright.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
What brand pipe is that?
It's a Swicky, I think it's called.
Dude, that's sick. All stainless, TIG welded.
Yeah, that thing's sick.
Raw stainless. Sick, man.
Here, I got
Ohio, such a large car community. It seems real hard to find where to meet up anymore. Hardest thing I've seen in recent years is Quaker State Cruise In. Huh.
Cars and Coffee and the Dayton, or I think, no, Cincinnati. Was it Dayton? Dayton Cars and Coffee is probably the largest cars and coffee I've ever been to.
Yeah, I mean we have a bunch up here because we have a lot of the exotic dealers and stuff like that. Like Porsche Beechwood always does a big cars and coffee. That's where like my buddy with the F40 and stuff like that goes. And
that's cool.
I do a meet here, but it's kind of like a private deal. Here, I'll show this, Alex. That's I think that's 304. He said he's trying to be like you.
I see.
Oh, damn. Hell yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's awesome, man.
Nice.
I just need to get mine in the house so I can work on it.
Hey, listen, we had that discussion at Tin Soldier. She said you should get the car off the block and make that a garage.
And I can put it in the house. Yeah, she did. It's about to happen.
Yep.
Just had one last weekend at Austin Landing.
Yep.
But, yeah, that's the big one.
That was the season opener. I know a couple years ago, I went to the season opener. I bet there was 3,500 cars, like in the quote unquote show.
It's insane, man.
It was unreal.
Happy needs a new bagger as soon as possible. I know. I thought I had my gold wheel sold. And then if I get it sold, I'd like to just get my bike halfway back together in one color and sell it. And then
get
I'd like to get, probably a 2-year-old bike. I'd like to try and find something with 6,000 or 7,000 miles, like a 24 Road Glide.
Yeah.
Look at Kenzie, absolutely not.
How is she not in bed yet?
God.
Where's me out?
She said absolutely not, but when I was over there, she was about riding.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to buy a boat tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Are you really?
Yeah.
This is the one you were showing me at Steak and Shake?
Shit, I don't know. I've looked at so many, and I've been messaging this guy back and forth tonight, but this one it's a project.
Oh boy.
Not like everything else I got. But I honestly think I can be on the water pretty cheap. We can make money with it. Cruise it this summer and sell it. And don't buy the 24 or newer. Why not? That's the one I want. I want one with the new headlight. You're not buying a boat. I know I'm not technically buying. I'm trading for it. So told you no more projects. You told me we'd talk about it later, and we never talked about it. So I made a deal with the guy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well. Yep.
Yeah, that's about it. What? So really, this week I ain't doing nothing since I
Mine.
can't even hardly get out of the house.
Yep.
We
Hopefully
have our
I'm going to
big.
Harley.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. It's our big fireworks show and kickoff party for Derby
This
this
weekend.
weekend. It's called Thunder over Louisville. So
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
biggest fireworks show, in the United States. And then throughout the whole day, it's an air show, and that's all day Saturday. Now Friday night's pretty cool. You go down there. I guess what you're not able to go get it. I don't know. My back. It's your dad said he'd ride with me. Friday you can go watch the planes test, and that's pretty cool. There'll be bombers, stealth bomber, all kinds of stuff fly over here. It's big. And then Saturday, I think they're expecting 300,000 people at our waterfront.
Damn.
Like it's big, but that's the kickoff, because then from this Saturday we're 2 weeks from Derby, from the Kentucky Derby, and obviously that's the biggest thing this city has going on.
Right.
About to see a live murder. No, she's in bed. She gets wound up. She's fired up. When me and her was discussing the whole street race thing, we were, by ourselves. Oh, she was fired up about it. I know, babe. She's like it, but man, I hate it for Connor. It's like we all like the dude, but like I really do hate it for him, because I know what others will think, and it's hard to get.
It's a bad look.
It's a bad look, man, and it's hard to get the trust back. And I think with these events, even if it's street, no matter where you're doing it at, I think more so though at like the bigger events that all of us are a part of. Man, if people can't trust you, they ain't gonna come support you.
Right. Yeah.
And you have to make the right call. I think that's why the guys that does it all the time are well respected and good at what they do. BJ's doing a ton of events. Limpy's going to be doing events when he can, but that's why he was the GOAT for so many years. Like, dude's going to stand on business and make the call.
Yep.
And I watched a video of BJ doing his driver's meeting this weekend. And I mean, he says it clearly. I'm going to make the call. If I feel like it's a jump, it's a jump. If I feel like it's a cross, it's a cross. And that's, if you don't like that, you shouldn't be there in the first place. Josh Lightfoot. A lot of people have a bad look for me too now after the call I made this weekend flagging in Cali with the bottle rolling. Well, I'd heard
one. Yeah.
Now, Josh, I'm in one of your all's group chats from out there in the Cali street racing, and I always keep that group chat on mute because there's so many messages. So like, every day I wake up and it's like 100 of them, but I'd kind of seen something, but I don't know the whole situation. I'm sure it'll be some videos, but man, you just have to make the best call. Like, we all know that. I think the fairest call, I think in Connor's eyes for what happened this weekend, he felt like he was being fair by offering a rerun. But now going back and looking at the pictures we have and the videos we have, it was a clear cross, and the dude feels bad. But y'all in Discord. I'll get your Chris knows more about Discord than me. Hey Chris, do you know Josh?
I do not actually.
Well, that's my dude, man. Like we've been around each other quite a bit when I'd go to the West Coast. When me and Limpy went out there to the West Coast, but he does a lot out there and pretty much the same thing we do, but he's in the streets.
Okay.
You know, a lot, man. Super, super cool dude, had some super badass cars, super educated, and I've been around the block. You know, I mean, like much respect to that dude. I've always, every time we see each other, you know, it's what's up, like straight up dude. So it sucks though sometimes that we have to make some of these calls, and I know I've probably made some bad ones throughout the years, but you feel like you do the, you know, you best you can at that time. When there's a bunch of money on the line, I think we'll go out of our way though to really investigate on what's going on. I think we need to watch sometimes too how we word certain things, because like if we say we're only going off of our camera, and if our camera don't show anything,
right,
then do you make the call of a rerun because our cameras didn't show it? But if somebody else's camera shows it and we already said we're only going off of ours, well then that puts you in a situation that you shouldn't even be looking at somebody else's camera. There's so much, man. Oh,
I thought, yeah, obviously this weekend, I thought it was interesting that there was no tire crack. And I really haven't said anything about that.
Well, he said
there was nobody doing tire crack this weekend
at Nashville.
Correct.
So it was 100% up to BJ.
Yeah.
That's it. He's just got the final call.
Yep.
I would never do that personally.
Right.
No, ever. Like, I would never put myself in that situation.
I agree.
I'm just not going to do it. I want the proof.
Yeah. Obviously, like, I know that, like, you know, usually Poland always does it. Like, when he's there, he always does tire crack usually. Obviously, he wasn't there because he was been in the hospital. So they were shorthanded. I 100% get it. Like, yeah, I just thought it was weird. Like, I noticed that a couple of the races, I was like the only people that were standing in the center was, like, that one video I posted of Clint and Devin was Devin's crew guy, and he was filming the his tire. But yeah.
You know, and that's where everybody racing there that day is going to put their trust in BJ and to make the right call and the best educated call that he could make. But for me, I think you'd be the same way. I would never put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a tire crack camera. And if there is a call that has to be made in a protest, somebody comes up and protests. And I don't know if people watching understand even how we do it. If it's a clear jump and we haven't turned the light on and the guy is passing us, we will obviously make the call and say he jumped.
Yep.
If it is even remotely close, we keep it moving. I don't stop, and I say whoever my big end guy tells me who won, left lane or right lane, and we keep going. Then when that party comes up and protests, they have to put up $100, and we all look at the video together.
Yep.
And if I can't make a clear call, or Chris can't make a clear call, or whoever is doing it, then it's a rerun. 95% of the time, we've always had a call that we can make, because our cameras film in such, I guess, a lot of frames per second.
Yeah.
So we we've been really fortunate and can really see a tire moving or it not moving. And then I want to show both parties. So whenever somebody makes a protest, not only is that guy coming up, but the guy that he's protesting will come up too, and we all look at the film. I'll look at it by myself, and then I'll show them why I'm making the call.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't think I've had anybody of all the years doing it. I've never really had anybody after I showed them like have a change of heart or try and persuade me the other way, or they're like, damn, it's clean, or damn, yep, I jumped.
Right. I had people upset about
absolutely you're going to. Yeah, you're going to.
I mean, but the problem is, I mean, they can't be upset. You did it. Like it ain't us. It ain't our fault.
It ain't. Yeah. Well, and that's where us as organizers, event promoters, you got to stand on business and you make the right call. Like, and we prove why we're making that call. I always say, don't take my word for it. I don't want you to take my word for it. I don't want to be put in that spot. I want to prove to you why we made the call. So it's pretty cut and dry. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever flag an event without a tire crack guy.
No.
Unless we're doing some type of chases a race, old school street race shit from the 80s. JJ the Boss shit. Man, I seen he's putting on a race. He's got another one coming up. He's still doing his thing, man. He's still out there hustling people on that old bullshit. Chases a race. Leave when the arms go up in the air.
Really? I hadn't seen anything out of that.
Didn't get much attention, much reactions. Let me see. JJ.
Oh, Elk Creek Dragway, May 2nd.
There you go. JJ the Boss.
May 2nd. Damn, there's a lot of fucking races May 2nd. Fuck.
Virginia.
Oh, Elk Creek. $5,000 to win in small tire.
Yeah.
And they're doing 2 index races? Huh?
Hey.
570 and a 7.0. That's a 5.7. That's a weird. I feel like that's a really weird index.
Yeah, it's this area of the country. It's always been like 650 and 750. Like that's always.
How in the? Oh my God. How are we still allowing a 29.10.5 as a small tire?
That's a small tire in Memphis.
Now apparently.
That's a Memphis small tire.
Yeah, that's that you have to be on a 29.
Hey man.
Motherfucker needs to get up with the fucking times here. That I'm sorry, but the rest of the country the country has converted to a 28.10.5 as a small tire.
And he could make all his stuff work on 28s. I don't know.
Right.
Let me see if I've got anything. I was wanting to see what Josh had.
He said he had me as a friend on Facebook. I was seeing if he was going to send me anything or not.
Yeah, good ass dude, man. Yeah, like I just now opened up my Cali messenger thing. Got like 38 messages.
How do I join the call? I'll send it to you. You mean like you want like on here? You mean like join this? I could send this to you.
Yeah, we can send you the link to hop on real quick on here. Then we're probably going to wrap it up if you want to hop on for a couple minutes. Oh, he's probably asking if this is on like Discord or something.
Oh no, we're actually
this is
this is
StreamYard.
Yeah, we're actually on a platform. You can send.
We can send you the link though. You can hop on. You can be on your phone or whatever.
Yeah. So he sent me a video. He sent me 2.
Or let's play that.
Yeah.
Heard something about a bottle.
All right. Here's the video. Okay. Oh, Josh is on here.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up, homie?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
I was gonna join on my computer, but I realized my Facebook's not logged in.
Oh, that's all good.
Yeah. So I
what do we got going on here?
I sent the stuff over to Chris. So this weekend they had a little. It was like just Vegas, Arizona, Cali. You know how it normally is over here. I think they had like 16 cars, and then this was like the third round, and we're out in the desert.
Is this the one 1320 was that filming?
So same street, just the one 1320 did was about 4 months ago. They did another one.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And then this was I think like third round. The blue guy, you know him, Jerry. He's
That's
one of
Jerry Busick, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's my dude.
So Jerry got paired up with Andy. Andy's a Arizona dude from in that 63 or something Nova.
Yeah.
And anyways, whatever. We're out in the middle of the desert. It's like 30 plus mile an hour winds out there.
Yep.
Somebody, you know how it's hard. You know how it is in Cali. It's hard to regulate the street. You do the best as you can to keep everybody behind the starting line. But there's people, creeping up maybe 10 feet in front of the line. And dude sets down a beer bottle. Mind you, this all, behind my back. He sets down a beer bottle and it's empty. Well, little to no, enough for the wind to blow it over.
Sure.
Right as the cars leave, it starts rolling in the road, and you'll see that in the videos. And then it clips the back tire of the 63 Nova, probably about a couple inches inside. And he didn't know it. And then when he got back to his pits, his buddy told him, you hit a bottle, blah, blah, blah. So he came up to me saying, hey, is that a rerun, blah, blah, blah. And then I told him no, because I didn't feel like it was fair. I felt like his run was lost because his team lined him up too far to the right, and he kind of lost the tire early, got out of shape. And a rerun is going to be a whole new race. He has data in the right lane now. Teammates are going to line him up straight. And I didn't feel like he ran the bottle over enough for it to affect him. And obviously, one side of the party's not happy, and one side of the party is happy. But yeah, I sent Chris a couple videos and get your guys's obviously everybody at the end of the day has a different take on it.
Sure.
I just didn't feel like a re-race is a whole different race in my opinion. So I felt like it was just a little excuse. I'm not gonna say like missed the tune-up or anything like that, but I think he just was, not ready for that lane.
That bottle didn't cause nothing at the end of the day.
That's what I'm thinking, and it's
sure.
And yeah, it does splatter, but when you run something over, it splatters behind the car, not careful, baby. It splatters behind the car. It doesn't splatter
not in front of the tire.
It only affects the tire for about 1 inch, 2 inches, when it initially hits it. It's not the whole pass.
Right.
So that was just kind of my call, obviously.
And let's watch this, Chris.
Yep, I got it. Let me throw it up. Did you catch it?
Oh yeah.
The next one, the tire crack guy right there with the gray sweater on, his POV is pretty good. And then there's a GoPro. There's, these obviously we just went off the tire crack one originally, but now 3 days later, everybody starts getting clips.
Sure.
Clips and stuff.
Well, I mean, right there tells you right there. He was pointing for the fucking side of the road.
Yeah, and the thing was already losing the tire.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at, and I just didn't really. I don't really know, and I try to reach out to people. I don't really know. I'm assuming that car's got turbo in the trunk. You know, it's got the whole nine. I'm assuming that thing sits 60%. You know, it's probably weighs 1,700 pounds or whatever on the rear tires. I don't think something so soft like that would affect, you know, a whole run. That's kind of why I made the I did. But
So then I would say probably pretty instantly that crew with the Chevy 2 come to you and was complaining.
he came back, you know, and he was a little upset he lost. He went straight to his trailer, but his buddy there that was lining him up went to the trailer and told him, you know, hey, you hit something, it's a bottle. And then obviously they came back, offered, you know, and they started cleaning up, helping and stuff like that. And then they asked for a rerun. I went and spoke to Jerry. Jerry said, hey, you know, I don't think the rerun's necessary, but it's up to your call at the end of the day. And I said, yeah, you're right, you know. I just wanted to get his take. And then I went up to Andy, and he obviously wanted a rerun. And then that's when I explained to him, you know, my situation, my outlook on it. And then I've never really experienced anything like that. So it's kind of tough, you know. But
Yeah,
you know, I just feel like when we're out there in the, you know, there's rocks, you know, pretty good size out there. There's pebbles, you know, everything's pretty big out there. So
I think the sand is more dangerous than that bottle coming across the road. Every pass.
The biggest problem was they didn't know the wind was gonna get. I showed up late there, and the guy they had flagging at first, I guess not too many people were happy with him, so they asked, "Hey, will you jump in?" And I jumped in, you know, to help out. One of my buddies is doing it, just local stuff, and then they sprayed the lane to try to help it out, and the wind picked up. I think it was about 30. If I had to guess, it was probably 30 to 35 mile an hour like gusts. So it was windy.
Yeah.
And on the right side, which is where everybody's walking and parking and stuff, and it's all dirt. So that shit was blowing in and just sticking to the the VHT they sprayed down. So it was a tough surface for sure.
Sure.
But
honestly,
it was definitely
like watching that. I do know a couple of local people that has had to make a call of like a part blowing off of one person's car and landing in the other lane.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that happen with some local guys. I've honestly never had, of all the races I've flagged in my life, I've never had nothing like that happen. But I think if I was in your spot and watching that video that I just seen, I think you made the right call.
I agree.
Yeah. In the moment, I felt like it was right. And still, you know, I've had conversation with him after this. And I told him, you know, he still agrees on what he thinks. I said, at the end of the day, we're going to both agree to disagree. And that's fine.
And that's fine. That's racing too.
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, any call you make, you know, your promoter and flagger, any call you make, there's always going to be one party happy and one party a little unhappy. It happens. But we should all know when we join a shootout, you're giving the money to the host, you know, and it's their call at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I mean,
so
yeah.
And there was no being local or anything. I think Jerry's from Vegas, Nevada, somewhere.
Vegas area.
Yeah. And then the other guy's Arizona, you know. Shit, I actually thought the other guy had it in a bag, you know, especially. But shit, you know, stuff happens.
Yeah. No, I think on that, man, I think that was a legitimate call. You see that it barely even made contact on the inside edge of that tire. So it's
we walked the road together after me and his lineup guy, and it was about, you know, because when you run over glass, it leaves the implant in the ground.
Yeah.
It ran over probably a good about 2 inches, I would say, comfortably. So, I'm assuming when you run over glass, with a car that sitting that heavy on the rear, it just squishes it and goes right through it. That's why I made the call I did.
Absolutely.
But like you said, you've been flagging a while and you never ran into anything like that.
No,
and
I haven't, man.
Yeah, it's a tough call to make, but cars coming off of other people's cars, that keep all your body parts in your own lane. That
Yes.
But this is a little bit different,
dude. And it's tough, man. Like, you've got a lot of responsibility up there. I don't think people realize as much as what we do when we do go out there and do that stuff. But I mean, there's a lot of responsibility.
Oh yeah, it's not an easy job, especially when you get thrown a curveball like that you've never been hit with.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, and I would say you're as fair and want to see the best street racing of any of us out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just on the other side of the country. You do the same thing we do out here and do a lot of it out there. So
yeah, I was doing it for a good while until I started having these little ones. Now I gotta.
Yeah, I get it.
You know how it is in the city. I got to second guess a little bit over here, a little more than
absolutely
in the sticks.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad over here right now. But I still go out and have my fun. I'll race my shadow and race my draggy and stuff like that.
Yep. No, I'm with you. Do you have anything right now? Do you got any hot rods?
Yeah, I got that little Mustang. I got a 04 New Edge. We got a pretty tight road right here. You obviously know like 135th and stuff. There's another road that we race on. It's in Compton too. It's an asphalt
right around
road.
the corner.
Yeah, Anna Street.
I've been there.
It's real tight right now. And
shit, we
just went a 474 the other day, so that was kind of cool because I remember when I first started racing, I was trying to just go fours at the track, and we unloaded that thing and went a 5-0. We're like, oh, that was pretty easy, so we tried it again, went a little faster. We tried it one more time. We're, oh man, and then we clicked that off, and I was like, oh, that's a bucket list for sure.
What a 74 on the street?
Hey,
yeah,
Chris, this street is gangster though, homie. Like it is.
It's about like
it's good.
You can like, for instance, a 60 foot's like 116, 118 on draggy. Like that's how gangster the road is to the 60. So
that's
you can build a lot of momentum,
Right. That's crazy.
Now, are the guys on radials over there, or are you guys?
Most of like I'll run like a pro bracket, or a DBR or something like that. But it's kind of a mixture. Some people still run slicks, but when they glue it down and get jiggy, most of the people will be on like a pro bracket or something. It's not quite good enough for a full radial because once you pass that 200-foot mark, you're still on asphalt. But for the first couple 100 feet, you got a lot of help.
Is the same old boys still coming out and prepping, or the one guy preps both lanes?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. That's what
he went away for a while, but he's back now and he's doing well. So everybody's kind of just hanging out. A lot of the old school guys still come out too, but it's kind of died out a little bit around here just because it's so hard to get anything off.
Oh, sure, and they're on you guys out there too, and want to make an example if they can.
Yeah, they got the takeover stuff where they do the burnouts and stuff. Those guys just ruin it for everybody.
Yep, and we're all labeled as the same type of people.
Oh, when we get a charge, it's the same charge they get, but the difference is they got, big ARs hanging out the windows, and we're just trying to do it as safe as we're trying to do it as safe as we can.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We're in the same boat. They classify us here as the same shit, man, and it's sometimes it just ain't worth it. But my dream is to come out there and make hits on that road.
I know. I've chatted with Billy a handful of times, and it's definitely a bucket list for him to. I think a lot of people that have been real fast on the road want because they know a few of our roads down here are real fast and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I've spoke with him, and hopefully, if we get another big deal like when 1320 was down here, and if the payout comes up, 12, 15 or more, and it's worth the drive, I think it'll be cool. I think I was speaking with him, and he.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Is people still racing down south at that Tijuana spot they called it, or Mexico? The one that was right on the border.
Right on the border.
Yeah.
Not as much. not as much, honestly. They thought about having a shootout there, but it's just nothing has came through yet. That was a real cool road. That was
Fast.
that was a very fast road too. I remember rest in peace, Nate. He came there on a pro bracket and flipped a lot of people over, and that turned the whole game over here. We were like, man, what the hell is he doing? And then he came out with Chase's car too, the white Nova, and did the same thing. And that's when I opened up my notepad again and said, all right, let me figure some stuff out.
Yeah, I was curious if that spot was still. I haven't seen a ton of videos. I follow a couple guys. Obviously, Pooh. Whenever he puts something up, I'm watching it. And then the other dude, I can't remember his name, that's always out there filming. And I keep up with everything you guys are doing that I can see in film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love it out there, man. And when I got a chance to come out and visit, like, that was awesome. But I really do want to come out there and race, like something fast. You know, I really like to come out there and compete.
Yeah. It kind of mellowed out right now. You know what I mean? Everyone's kind of just hanging out and stuff like that.
Sure.
But it seems like it's picking back up a little bit. We keep losing tracks and stuff like that. So people just get on, because the street shit only goes on for so long, you know, before people want to do track stuff too.
Yep.
And we just keep losing tracks and losing tracks.
I know, man. It sucks.
Yeah.
I know, man. That's terrible. Well, man, I'm glad you hopped on for a minute.
It's cool. It's good talking to you guys. I you know, just coming in and seeing, you know, what's going on and get your guys' take on that situation, because everybody has a different outlook on it, you know?
I feel like you made the right call in that spot, and I feel like I would have made the identical call, man. And it sucks that you had to make that call. Like, I feel for you, because I know.
Oh yeah, it's tough.
But it's part of it. We know what we're signing up for.
Like, as much as I wanted to give a rerun, at the end of the day, I just feel like it's not fair, because
wasn't fair.
His team gets to line him up straight this time. You know, he gets a little tune up for it from that test pass, and it's just kind of like
that wasn't the cause of him doing what he did out there.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Absolutely not.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the reason why I made the call I made is, and I told him, I said, I'm not going to tell you, but I think you lost the tire before.
Absolutely. And, he already was losing it. You could see it.
Yeah. Yeah. And he said, oh, well, I've driven through worse and this and that. I said, I understand, but, you know, you just got to look at it my point of view. I got to make it fair for everybody.
Yep.
But yeah, good. Well, good talking to you guys.
Yeah, for sure. And good luck with your car too, man. Hopefully I get the chance to bump into
hopefully I'll be able, you know, I got a bunch of buddies in Texas, so hopefully I'll be able to eventually, once I get this thing sorted out, be able to park that thing out there and come out to some more East Coast or Midwest stuff.
Cool.
Have some fun.
What's up, man. Yeah, absolutely. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah. All right. Nice meeting you too, Chris.
Thanks.
All right, you too, see man. You guys. All right. Yep.
Damn, man, that's kind of a tough call, you know, but I feel like I seen his point. If you look at it really close, I was really watching that very first video. I mean, that dude literally just barely clipped that bottle, and that's not what caused him. He was already losing the tire. And I think Josh made the right call. But that's something I've never had something roll out in the track. But even if somebody put a cup down or something, man,
I've had somebody drop a beer can in front of a car getting ready to do a burnout, but the fact of the matter was that we stopped it before he did
cleaned
the
it
burnout
up,
through it. Yeah,
kept it moving.
Yeah. That's in anything like that's the only time that I've ever had anything like that, and that happened. You know,
now I know on the starting line, it's been 3 or 4 years. The guy had probably had 10 or 12 too many beers on the starting line at Warren Woods. And at the time, I was just kind of walking around up in that area, and he had spilt it, but it wasn't in the track. Yeah. So like at first I was upset. I'm yelling. And then when it really come down to it, it wasn't going to affect the run. So I told Limpy, like, just go on. You're good. And then after the fact, we went over there and cleaned it up. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, And he couldn't even talk. You know, the dude, he didn't even know what the hell was going on. I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna be up here no more. You're more welcome to stand on the other side of that fence, but like not tonight. But
yeah. I
yeah,
feel like if you're on the street, like it's different because, like, you know, fucking shit just happens. Like,
well, yeah, oh, for sure. And I think that's part of being on the street. You just kind of got to roll with it. Like, whatever, like, what happens, happens. And besides the cross deal, you know, the obvious rules that are in play, it's kind of the first to the finish.
yep.
You know, I mean, I'll never forget. We were out when me and Limpy was in Arizona, and a gust would blow over across the street, and literally you could see the sand showering the street.
Right.
Well, we're not going to go out there and blow. You know,
No.
like it ain't like we're going to stop this race and go out there. And the puddles were solid sandboxes.
I bet.
The puddles of prep. But those guys were used to it. If we went out there from our area with the way we have our car set up, we'd be screwed.
Right.
You know, we ain't used to that shit.
Nobody'd be able to do anything.
No. But them guys, you know, Limpy's not going to stop because we got some sand blowing across the street. That's just a variable in the streets.
Yep.
So that's cool. Josh hopped on for a bit, man. That dude's solid, man. So like there's you a hookup if you ever go to Cali.
I'd love to go out there and see those spots. That'd be sweet.
Now Josh used to drive the orange Z that was on the TV show that rolled.
Oh, okay.
Now I've got tons of videos. Josh probably don't even know it, but I've got tons of videos of him personally making passes in that car. There was a shootout out there in Vegas, and we slid over to the other street outside of Vegas, and he was in that orange car making passes. I bet I can go through my phone, man. I probably got 4 or 5 of his licks in that car out there where he was testing before the shootout on the other street.
Oh, okay.
Super cool. Me and Limpy went over there, and Kinsey, we just went over there and kicked it for a bit before something went off on the other street. There's one road called like Power Plant. There's a big power plant right next door. And then about 2 miles down the street, it runs parallel with the expressway. That's where JJ and all of them went out there and filmed all the shows.
Yeah.
So we went over there and was doing some testing because the asphalt pretty close to the same out there. All their asphalt's a little different than what we got here.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man. You'd love it out there.
Oh, I bet.
Great people. Cars are different. Never seen none of them really. It's cool, dude. Man, to know they're going that fast though over on that road in Compton, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I know guys that have been 5.0s on roads before, but I mean, I've never, you know, you find a road to go 470s on, that's like unheard of.
And this is a business district. There's businesses. Like I can show you some videos. You'd be like, oh shit. Like it's wild. And it's a dead end. Well, they start at an intersection and it runs into pretty much a dead end. Another intersection. Yeah, it's wild, man. Cool ass place. Say I love my people. I'm late. Yeah, you getting one tonight, bro. Shit, we're wrapping it up anyways. I was trying to be done by 10 or 10:30, and we done.
I know. We are 3 hours later.
Yeah. One of the latest ones we done. I'm all doped up on these damn steroids she keeps giving me. Shit. Hopefully next couple of days I get feeling better. You gonna stay up for a minute or you going to bed?
I can stay for a minute.
All right. Well, let's do it. Alex looks like he's on his way.
Yep.
Yeah.
He already
We're
knows.
gonna pull those cats out. How many people we still got watching right now?
125.
Hey, y'all crazy. Listen to our dumb shit. Good show. See y'all on the next one. Compton Open. Hey,
I'm down.
I'm actually what I'll do too, man. So for the 100 and some that's still watching, just like on Chris's deal tonight, and got a chance to see who you are and hear you talking stuff. I'll get my videos for next Tuesday night of some passes I got of you making hits while we were out west, and I'll get them to Chris, and next week we'll play them just so people, can see some stuff. Man, I got so much video footage. It's great. I got some old stuff too, but yeah, I'll definitely. Someone grab Chris's foot under the water, bro. He's probably talking about if we had you at the lake.
Oh my
homie,
God.
if I go underwater and grabbed your foot,
I'd be in shock. There'd be problems. I'd have a heart attack probably, honestly. I swear to God.
I wouldn't want to paddle through all the poop, man. He's gonna shit all over himself.
I would shit. I would have a heart attack. I'd be in some shit. I'm telling you right now.
Oh man. Thought y'all weren't gonna be long. Enjoying listening, interacting with y'all. Appreciate it, man. That's what the comments what keeps us kind of going. So when people are messaging and hollering at us on here, man, it gives us something to read and go over.
Yep.
Happy when you share the table live. Why doesn't it show all the comments? It probably
so all the comments come from all different destinations.
Oh, yeah. So if Chris is live and I'm live, then they're coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
What's up, Ryan?
What's up, man? Yeah, so
hey, I'll be seeing you. New Year's. Just got a phone call today, Ryan. So I'll fill you in on something next couple days. But yeah. We'll be in your area. We'll be in the New Orleans area New Year's.
Oh, really?
Not out there, but at an event.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's been worked out now. I think everything will be worked out maybe in the next week or so, but just wanted to make sure I was in. I'm like, yeah, love it down there. So be cool. New Year's Eve.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I love it down there, man. Absolutely love it.
I haven't ever got a chance to go. Fucking,
it's awesome.
I want to go.
This will be actually a new track though for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this will be 2-day deal, front side and back side. Pretty nice establishment. I'm not until he's like, hey, it's 100% for sure. But he just wanted to make sure before he goes to the track we're in, and I'm like, absolutely. So be cool. Don't end the show. I'm listening while I cut and buff his 68 Camaro. It's 5:45 p.m. in Hawaii. Hey, good luck to you, brother. That's one of the things I hated doing when I was in the body shop business. Was wet sanding and buffing. I mean, I absolutely hated it. Right. And blocking mud and blocking primer. I hated all of it, but
yeah.
Been on Call of Duty. Where did Index Jeff go? He's probably already on Call of Duty too, waiting on us. Super's on its way. Feast, boys.
Yeah, brother.
Be like out tomorrow, but it'll be worth it. Supper's on the way. I said supers. Jeez. I ain't even ate supper.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I haven't.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Let's call it.
Let's got I got a few games before I gotta go to bed because
same.
I gotta actually go to work tomorrow.
Sure, will you call? Been working on a new truck. Oh. Yeah, I'll fill y'all in on what the word is right now.
Yep. All right. Well, yep. Well, we appreciate y'all. I don't know what. Obviously, if I go anywhere this weekend, it's probably gonna be a Milan if that weather holds out. But the weather, like I said, it's like an 80% chance of rain. I probably would have already been canceling my event by now, but that's not my call. But
yeah,
that's where I plan on being, and If not, then I guess I will keep my lazy ass at home and not do anything.
I'm staying home.
I might need that. But
time for me to heal up a couple of days, and we got plenty more racing to go. So,
yep.
Yeah, I can't chance it.
No, I don't blame you. But yeah, good show tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And we'll do it again next week, same time, same place, and we'll holler at y'all later.
Court may be in session then too. I mean, whatever.
You never know at this point what's going to pop up over the weekend.
We may have a couple of judges and a couple of defense attorneys.
I sure as fuck. I wasn't expecting at 2 a.m. Sunday morning to get that call of what was happening. So, but it is what it is.
Live and learn.
Yep. So,
all right. Appreciate everybody.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.